Okay. Are we back? Are we on the mine shaft?
I mean, pretty sure we are.
Okay. We totally didn't miss a whole week. That totally didn't happen. It's
What do you
totally
mean
last
a
week.
whole week? We missed like several.
This is the most consistent stream on this channel. What are you talking about? Consistently absent.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Yes, we didn't go on an adventure into a mine shaft. No, what are you talking about?
We've been missing for 3 weeks, Becky.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's been that long.
Let's see, what did we do last time? Oh yeah, I accidentally seduced the really intense guy.
You
I wasn't even
did.
trying to.
You did.
And now I have the good Christian wholesome boy and the bad boy of a heart of gold praying for my
And for some
affection.
reason, our roles are reversed, Rhys.
I know! Why did this happen? Oh yeah, because Rhys couldn't do an Italian accent.
I mean, you really don't want me doing an Italian
I
accent.
don't. It's
Mamma
bad.
mia!
It's bad.
Basically,
You
that's
look
as
so
good as I get.
ravishing.
No!
Oh, Yvette, your dress, it's so educational. It reminds me of the spaghetti from my home.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hey Luigi, check this out. Look at the colors. Aren't they just peachy?
Speaking of pizzas, this will go out to my one and only love,
Oh god, no,
Princess
Rhys.
Peach.
No, I still can't
still
listen to
haven't
Rewrite
seen
the
that movie.
Stars.
Peach, you're so cool, and with
Copyright!
Slaps a copyright sticker on your face, Rhys.
You never let me have any fun here.
Welcome to Hologram, where we have fun.
I'm Bully Rhys.
Wait, I get bullied?
And Lucas.
And
Oh,
No,
Lucas.
Lucas
no.
definitely gets bullied.
Oh no, Sid, we keep bullying the dark-skinned people. We need to stop.
No. That's what makes it.
no.
You calling it out is what makes it racist, Becky.
Oh no.
I'm just making fun of friends. I don't know what your intentions are.
I don't know. Look, my brain is fried. We're in the middle of a heat wave. I don't know what I'm saying.
But then again, do you know what you're saying when we're not in the middle of a heat wave?
70% more. Yes.
Okay.
So let's begin.
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
Continue game.
Yes. And then we find out
yeah.
there's no save points at all. They're
Oh,
just
shit.
gone.
Oh no. Oh yeah, what did you name this episode, Sid?
I named it Rumour Mills. So it's
Ah!
it's kind of funny that you started talking about mine shafts and stuff.
We're going to the mill, little Johnny.
Oh dear.
Oh wow, the crown really hates the green one.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the blue one. They like this blue one. They like this one. And they like this one. Yeah,
Which one
I'm
it
gonna.
is?
I'm wearing my summer frock. And oh god, I'm tired. I need a nap.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind you wearing that more often.
Yeah.
Nah, the shoes
Look.
upset me.
You can change the shoes.
Yeah, you
I
can
can't change the shoes.
You can change
No,
the shoes
I mean,
in your
you.
mind.
No, I
Oh.
mean you, generally speaking. I
Oh,
would love you to wear something like this.
nah, too much cleavage.
I don't care.
I care.
I don't.
I care.
It's only for me.
Rhys, I already purposely wear sport bras to make sure that my boobs are as flat as possible. I do not want the attention of the creepy man on the bus. Thank you.
But I would like that attention.
Yes, well, unless you can somehow make a lot of creeps blind all of a sudden, and that's
Hold
not gonna
up,
happen.
Force.
Oh my god, I'm blind!
Oh god, you got Sin! Wait, Sin's not a creep.
Yes,
He's
I
an
am.
asshole.
I'm a creepy asshole. I know myself best.
Don't worry, I will fix it with the pumpkin carving knife.
Oh no, don't lobotomize Sid.
Lobotomize him? No, I'm gonna take his peepers.
But he's already blind.
Don't take my
I said I'm
pee-pee.
gonna take them.
No, your
Don't
peepers,
take,
not your
don't,
pee-pee.
don't take my Alec Jr.
You're upsetting the poor man, Rhys.
And?
And Dingley Do and Dingley Dent.
No. Okay, let's just go to a party. I'm not entertaining this nonsense any further. Let's
Yes,
go
you
entertain different nonsense.
Okay, fine.
Head straight to the party. Okay, I don't care if I'm tired. I'm still fabulous. No wine for you!
Has your
It's
power
my
always been that
money.
high?
You can't have it.
I thought you lowered your barrel. When did you get it up so high again?
I don't remember.
Oh dear.
Actually,
Oh!
I think what happened was she lowered her barrel, then she went back and raised it. And she was
Alright.
fine with it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look at we just have one.
Look at
one
all
option.
these options.
We
Look at all
exhausted
these
everything.
Oh my god, we must be near the end game.
Yeah.
A rather run-of-the-mill interaction with a lone aristocrat at a party. You might find yourself having many like it in the future.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, gee, I wonder what I'll pick.
Yeah, there's so many choices.
You gracefully slip between tightly knit groups of aristocrats, almost offensive in the combined garish
I just keep thinking of the damn movie.
I know, right? My brain always goes to that movie. It's a
Uh-huh.
good movie. Go watch the movie. Disney, don't remake that movie. I do not need your creepy live-action CGI cat monstrosities.
The Aristocats.
Coming
Now
to
with
you.
cats action.
Coming to you next Christmas.
Plus, it's too late. Mr. Bean is too old to play the butler.
No, he's not. It's gonna be the head butler.
Hmm. God knows what they do to that movie.
Rowan Atkins.
Mm. Although John Cleese would have also been a good candidate if they had made a live-action one a bit earlier.
I suppose.
But now he is ancient. Almost offensive in the combined garishness power of their finery. You struggle to find an opening in any particular circle. Too many unfamiliar faces, and no introductions to be had. How rude.
Indeed.
And then he slid into existence.
I exist.
Rhys is this man.
Damn it.
Whoever speaks up first has to voice them. That's the rules I've just made up.
Yeah, you did make it up, because I didn't know these damn rules.
Well, I just made them up now. You spot an August gentleman. How do you know it's an August gentleman? What if it's a June gentleman?
I don't know, he looks like a fall type of guy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
As in he might fall over.
Nah,
Ba-ba-ba-da-bam.
his coat is red.
You spot an August gentleman by himself in a lonely corner. He seems charming enough. Oh, I can hear myself.
I'm so lonely.
That's just me, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I got nobody to call my own.
Actually, but
Oh. Bonjour, madame. Are you feeling a touch out of place as well? I've only been in Paris for a few days and have yet to make any strong inroads with the other titled persons here.
Did your fiancé leave you to pay the rent to?
Selena, she's a cruel mistress.
Oh,
She assured me she would return.
and I've been waiting
Yeah.
here ever since.
Though
That was
that certainly
20
hasn't
years
stopped-
ago.
Though
Oh,
that
no.
certainly hasn't stopped me from overhearing certain things.
Tell me your things.
She seems to have been well for these last 20 years. But please, enough about me. How are you faring amidst all this?
Tell me what you've heard, or I'll make your life difficult indeed.
Wow.
Certain things. What have you heard? Perhaps we've read across the same rumor.
The same rumor. Well. For your sake, I hope you haven't, but I suppose you'll be the judge of that.
Yay! with the Rumour family planted in your memory, you managed to steer the conversation in such a way that you never actually confirm whether or not you've heard it before. Regardless, the two of you talk for some time, and you manage to execute all the necessary niceties in order to be polite. And then he moonwalked away.
And then I waddled away.
When an
Waddle.
appropriate opening in the conversation appears, you slip away to search for other opportunities.
Then I waddled away. Waddle. To the
And then
very
we
next.
Very
Oh,
good
look at
story.
all these options!
Wow,
That's
it's
where it's the
almost like
same dialogue
guy.
again.
Okay, I'm just gonna speedrun.
Should probably lower your peril with this guy as much as possible.
Yeah.
So not particularly well. I doesn't feel like I know anyone or anyone else, I guess. What did the first one do? Just lowered your credit? Like heighten
It
your
just
credibility?
gave me credibility.
Yeah, you don't need it anymore, so might as well try the
Meh.
third one.
Really? You know absolutely no one? If you know no one, and have nothing to say, then why did you even bother to approach me?
He asked with a surprising venom.
My time is certainly more valuable than that.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, I need to restart the whole session. I forgot to save.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Before
a
you can
dick.
even comment.
I know, right?
Stinging rebuke. He storms off, leaving you to look quite the fool.
It's fine.
I didn't enjoy that.
Well, he's a
Wow.
dick. What you expect?
No kidding. Jesus.
Oh!
What do you expect from an August gentleman?
Bit more
The
finery.
Bastille, a looming castle that was once the most infamous prison of all Paris. Although it barely fills its role as a prison anymore, many still consider it a symbol of tyranny, of repression. Today, a mob of over 1,000 commoners, armed with pikes, kitchen implements, and stolen rifles, attempted to storm the fortress. The Bastille contains hundreds of rifles, dozens of cannons, and ammunition for all of them. It is also extremely undermanned.
Oh no.
Oh, bugger.
The guards number barely more than 100.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Camped on the Champ de Mars, or Camp de Mars, on the other side of the River Seine, there are 5,000 troops in service to the crown, armed and ready for battle. Barely a mile away, if they decide to cross the river to relieve the defenders of the Bastille, nothing would be able to stop them. However, well, and that's exactly what they do.
Oh, sorry.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah. Okay.
At their commander's word, the 5,000 troops form up and begin swift march across Pont Sully. They are grim and determined to restore order at any cost.
That'll be $50.
Oh dear.
Seeing this enormous force crossing the bridge, many of the attacking militia scatter, and those who don't are quickly trapped in the square surrounding the fortress. The relief force strikes like a hammer, shattering the nascent citizen army against the looming walls of the Bastille.
Oh dear.
By the end of the day, bodies litter the streets, and the revolutionaries have gained hundreds of martyrs to their cause. They have lost the first great battle, but it's too late for them to turn back now.
No kidding.
Oh no, I hope my fiance wasn't there.
Oh, I'm sure he's alive. He's fine and dandy.
Damn it!
Revolution power down.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It seems I picked the winning team.
Apparently so.
And
What
so,
now?
in Paris, life is changed forever.
Ooh.
Wait,
Last
this is
chapter.
on. What? Only now on chapter 3? God damn it!
The
Yeah.
last 2 weeks have been complete chaos.
Until next time.
There's been fighting in the streets, roads and alleys are blocked with barricades, the roaring drone of chanted revolutionary slogans merge with orders to disperse, punctuated by screams and gunfire, people singing, do you hear the people sing? Someone's writing a whole damn musical!
I am right on it, miss.
This is a lame, miserable time indeed.
It is, but it will make such a great play.
Uh-huh. In the past, you heard so much about glory. Glorious uprisings from one group, and the valor and loyalty are too deaf from the other. But hiding in your house for the last few days, you have yet to see any of that. This popcorn's going to waste. As you can imagine, this has put a rather serious tempo on your social calendar.
No kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
no more party invitations. Oh no.
Oh no.
You will not be exhausted, Becky.
Hooray!
You have now become a recluse. Congrats.
While the violence stretches on, into its own terrifying monotony, you can't help but feel that it's building towards something. Da-da-da-da.
Do.
Da-da-da-da. Like all of this conflict will finally come to head. As you consider leaving your house for the first time in weeks, you imagine that the next few days would be a good time to get your affairs in order. To that point, you consider Pierre's humble newspaper and how his ability to peddle influence may have an effect on the outcome of things.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm gonna take a nap!
Look at that. Look at that schedule. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take a nap. And then I'm gonna go do shit.
Do what kind of shit? Oh yeah, you can sell some
Gossip.
gas.
I'm gonna go sell some hot goss.
You can sell all the gas.
Oh fuck! I took a nap and now this shit's going on.
You're awoken by the sound of a knock at the front door. Given the chaos of the last few weeks, your blood runs cold at the thought of what new danger this could bring.
You hear the door open and the muffled murmurings of Camille conversing with whoever it is.
Oh.
Hi, Camille! Camille carefully enters your room, shutting the door gently behind her. Ma'am, we need to make a barricade. I will
Ma'am?
get the bottle of vials of
Ma'am?
acid.
You need to run. Take the chimney.
Father Sadatori is here to see
Sidot.
you. I know what I said. He looks nervous.
It's Ludwig! Yes, send him up right away. He's here this early in the morning. Please tell me this is a joke. Ludwig, what is he? What's he doing here? I'm not dressed. I've only got 3 of my layers of outfits on.
Ma'am, I think he doesn't mind.
In fact,
Camille, help me remove 2 layers.
In fact, he's been nudging that door all this time.
Yvette, the big German man won't let me in.
Yvette, please send the big man away.
I would, but he's kind of fused with the door right now.
Well, I'd imagine he's trying to protect you from everything that's going on out there.
Sir, my payment prevents me from moving.
Certainly, madame. I've already taken him to the seating room for some tea and refreshments. That should give you a little bit of time to get ready.
We have a sitting room? I've only ever seen the bedroom.
Well, you see, madame, you never leave your room.
See, madame, you never sit.
You see, you kind of come in, go to your room,
And then you just
collapse
plop
on
down.
your bed.
I have
wake
to
up,
undress you.
then leave.
I've gotten really good at it.
I already removed 2 of your layers whilst we were talking.
I know all of your birthmarks. All of them.
Oh no.
Wiggly eyebrows, wiggly eyebrows.
She leaves, and after a few rushed minutes, you're ready to receive company. You're not perfect, but you're certainly presentable. Of course, your standards for presentable are admittedly more stringent than most, but that's neither here nor there. Ludwig!
Kablamo!
He enters the
Dramatic
room.
entrance.
He brings him bags and cases with him.
He's moving in with us. This
No.
is so sudden. I don't even remember
think he's
having this
leaving.
conversation.
I think he's leaving.
Ludwig, I'll come to Italy with you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. My only other option is permature. And he's intense. Ludwig enters the room, dragging some bags and cases with him. He smiles, but he looks exhausted. As if exhaling a great breath, he slumps forward.
Well, Yvette, I wish I had a better way to tell you this, but I've been recalled to Rome by the Vatican.
Ah, baby, say it ain't so.
I did tell you.
Ludwika! I'm legit sad.
I'm sorry to
so
tell you this,
beforehand.
but I have to yeet myself out of France for a bit. They've read my findings and they want me to board the ship out of Paris tonight.
Where are you leaving from? I want to be there on the docks when you cast up. What? No, don't leave. Is there nothing you can do about this? Is there anything I can do? Don't leave!
Why not just go with him?
Because that's not the option right now.
Believe
thought the top
me,
one was the
I
option.
don't want to.
He rubs the edge of one of his eyes.
I haven't slept properly in days. I just lay awake thinking about this. Sometimes I think about discarding my vows altogether.
Yes, do it. Become agnostic with me. We can ponder whether or not things exist together. My little mustache man.
But I know that wouldn't be right. I can't just abandon this now.
Yes, do. Abandon it. Abandon it into my bed.
Would you say it would be educational in many other ways?
Yes.
You can't see it, but I'm giving her the chilly look from Bluey.
Sid has no context to this look.
Oh, one sec, I'll post it. Let's see if I can find it.
You have to understand, I never wanted to have to make this choice, but we don't always get to control the broad strokes of our own fate. Sometimes, all we can do is choose to confront it with grace.
Ludwika, no.
You've shown me wonderful things, Yvette. Things that I'm not ready to give up on just yet.
Don't you go, you rhyming when you're saying goodbye to me, you Italian bastard.
As I
Hello,
said, I could
Lafran.
have sworn the first choice would let you go with him.
Please tell me you're not willing to give up on them either.
What if I
What?
came
There
with
you
you?
go.
There you go.
Really? You would actually do that?
Yes, Camille has a travel kit. Can be made into a travel on. Carry on.
That's on her back.
See, she can be a backpacker
Camille
of
is your travel visa.
You watch me. I will take out anyone.
Yay! He stares at the floor and frowns.
Let's see. We can't leave on the same ship together, as I'm not the only member of the clergy traveling on that vessel. It'd be too dangerous. However, if you were to find your way to Rome, I would welcome you with open arms.
We can work with this.
I can work with this. I can work with this. Camille, go invent a travel agency.
Whee! Backflips out of the room.
That was the window, Camille.
I'm fine, miss.
You landed headfirst in the Ford bush.
Yeah, I learned from my friend Ezio. It's fine.
Oh dear. He pulls a piece of paper from his bag and scribbles on it before handing it off to you. You see a pair of addresses on it.
The first
Sorry, not
one
Ezio.
is the docks I'll
Amen.
be leaving from tonight. The second one is where I'll be staying in Roma. I'll write the letters to you when I can.
Ludwika!
But not for
Ooh.
long, so
Oh,
don't
I know what we're
diddle-daddle.
doing. I know what I'm doing today.
Now, I'm sorry, but I must leave. I have a few loose ends that I need to tie up in Paris before I go.
I'm a loose end. Tie me up.
Tie the knot, you coward!
I'm still making that a sticker.
As Efron says, I chose the perfect but also the weirdest moment to join chat.
Yes.
Oh well,
Yes, you did.
You see, Saffron, my Italian lover is leaving.
And I'm giving her the evil eyes on my end. Oh wait, I do have an angry face. Sin, implement the angry face.
Sure thing, buddy.
With that, he kisses you tenderly on the
Thank you.
cheek, grabs his bags, and leaves.
For some reason your
Woman.
mouse stopped working. Oh, I know why. This needs fixing. Let me just fix that and then I'll turn on your face.
Okay.
Look at that cheeky little face. Ludwika, baby, don't go. And then you just plumped out of existence! You're not
Whoop.
sure how long you stand there thinking about what just happened. About what this all means. Not now, Camille!
It's time for my pre-med, Mom!
Just throws a shoe at the wall.
Mhm.
You know what the money is. Just take it and go. Camille slowly peeks her head into the room, clutching a rolled up piece of paper sealed in wax.
Madame, I think Father Zetatori left something on the floor. It looks like a letter. I don't care.
She hands it to you.
Look, Hans, I'm not the one climbing him like a monkey, okay? So it doesn't matter to me.
You gingerly open the letter, trying to keep the wax seal intact, and read it. This is his last correspondence to the Vatican before he leaves Paris.
Yes.
He's recommending that the church side with the crown. I'm gonna leave the letter alone. I'm not messing with his letter.
As you shouldn't.
With a sigh, you leave the letter as it is. The risk of tampering with it is simply too great. Besides, you wouldn't want to do that to Ludvigo.
Damn right.
He's my precious little Italian boy. You hand the letter off to Camille without a word. She curtsies and leaves to send the letter to be delivered. You look out your bedroom window. You look out of your bedroom window at a city in turmoil. You look down at Ludvigo's note. Even with his hasty writing, his penmanship is immaculate.
God damn it, woman, stop fawning over that damn Italian man.
Hey, you got an achievement! The Ludovico achievement.
God damn it.
And if you make it to the docks today, you'll be able to see him one last time.
Well, I'm gonna put you in a panicked face. There we go.
You're cheating on me with an Italian man? How dare you?
Shut up.
I will throw you
Okay,
out of
this
this
is-
house, woman.
This is the best faces now.
France is burning and you're concerned with an Italian man?
I am concerned with my Italian man.
I can't believe this. You're supposed to be marrying me.
Get off here, Toad.
Move up. You know what? I'm out. Screw y'all. I'm going home. My home. Diddle.
Rhys?
Rhys?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Baby, no! You know he's fictional!
He just flopped out of there. Anyway, let's continue.
Yes.
And I have returned. My anger has not subsided. My hair is on fire.
I still,
just
don't,
mad
I
at-
still don't have that emotion.
We'll get there eventually.
You're just mad I didn't try to seduce the artist lady.
No, I'm actually not, funnily enough.
Ah. You hurry south through the city, trying to make sure that you make it to the docks in time. Just piggybacking on Hans.
With Camille piggybacking on you. Yahoo!
You've already lost a lot of time from having to double back and find new routes. It looks like new barricades are going up every day, and the streets simply don't feel safe anymore. God damn it!
I told you, Paris is burning.
Finally, you make it to the docks. Instead of the normal bevy of merchant vessels, you see barges taking on passengers laden with their world possessions. The barges will take them via the river to a proper port city. Most people with the means to leave Paris are leaving France altogether.
Yeah.
You wonder if they have the right idea. They probably do.
Yeah, they
I'm
really
coming,
do.
Ludvigo. I'm coming, baby. You spot Ludvigo walking down from a gangplank and peering into the crowd. When he spots you, his face blossoms into an exuberant smile.
Motherfucker, steal my girl.
He pushes through the crowd to get to you.
Yvette, I'm so glad you came. You have no idea how much this means to me.
However, his joy quickly fades as he remembers what you're both here to do.
I guess.
No, riders, she is
This
not
is
okay.
goodbye.
She is not okay, for I am mad at her. How dare she was off with an Italian man? I'm her fiance. God damn it!
Jeez. Unable to
bitch!
restrain
Just
yourself,
another man in front
you
of
grab
me.
the finger by the wrist and lead him behind a nearby building for one last embrace. You kiss him with the passion which can only come from desperation. You drink deep of each other, unsure if this will be your last chance to ever do so.
You damn sow! How dare you!
You stop for a moment, not because you want to, but because you both need it to breathe in order to live.
Attention, duelists!
Shouts the captain of Ludwigo's boat above the din of the crowd.
We're getting ready to cast off. Those who are not on this vessel in 3 minutes will be left behind.
He says with the finality of someone who has actually abandoned passengers before.
So pull out or ship out.
Yeah, man, eyed the little Italian man. If I get Camille to cling onto him, he can't leave.
This is it. Addio, Yvette.
No! With a downcast gaze, he boards his boat!
Oh, fuck, it would only take you 50 seconds to, well, finish.
True to his word, the captain casts off in 3 minutes and soon it starts to leave Paris behind. Ah!
I know something else will be left behind in a minute. I'll throw your ass out.
Ludwigo.
Fucking bitch.
Writer says, so what happened? It's okay to talk about.
As the boat starts to leave, you're about to turn and head home until you see Ludwigo run to the back of the boat. He starts shouting loud enough for everyone to hear.
Oh, motherfucker, he's doing the One Piece ending.
Yvette, please stay safe. You're the best woman I've ever met.
She's the only one you've ever had.
No, he met the artist recently.
I said had.
He said met.
I know what he said. I know what I said. See?
You're the greatest blessing I've ever had. Screw
You see?
God.
You see what I mean?
There's
oh,
a
fucking Italian man sitting my girl.
There's a hesitation in his voice as he realizes that the entire dock is watching you both. He chooses his next words carefully.
Mm-hmm. He better.
I'll pray for you. It's you, Becky.
I pray for you every day.
Bitch you, Christian.
For that man, I'd become a Buddhist and shave my head.
The fuck?
You know I do the same for you, baby.
Would you?
Yes,
Well, let me get the shears.
but you're not making me become Buddhist.
Aren't I?
I don't know. Look, I'm trapped in a glass case of emotions right now, Rhys.
Let me get the hammer.
Oh no. The dock is awash in murmurs as the assembled crowd tries to understand what they just bore witness to. Tensing up, waiting for the sudden backlash, you realize that the people around you think that you must be an extremely low and devout Christian in order to get a priest to react this way. Yes!
I just imagine Camille still on your back, just writing all this shit down, but tears just streaming down her eyes. It's so beautiful!
It's a good thing I wore the umbrella-shaped hat.
Mistress, madam, will you ever see him
Why is
again?
my back cold?
You stay on the dock for a while and watch his boat disappear into the distance. Part of you wants to watch him for as long as you can, another part of you simply isn't ready for the trials of getting home through all of this chaos.
Madam,
Shit.
why are you so wet?
Maybe because you soaked my back, Camille.
No, I didn't. It's just still tearing up.
You're a human fountain.
But madame, I'm also for some reason wet, and you just look up and it's Hans crying.
But it's that kind of, what do they call it?
Manly cry.
Stoic.
Yeah, from
It's just
yeah,
stoic crying.
that's the one. From
The
Fist of
Genshin
North Star,
cry.
yeah, the stoic.
Oh wait, I know. You know in Agaretsu when Gori's a stone face until she just boom. That was Hans.
Oh, dear.
You wonder to yourself, is this something lost or is this just another reason to make sure you survive? Camille, prepare the depression couch!
Aye, Mum.
Okay, let's go do shit. We're gonna go do shit!
Yay. What you gonna do, Becky?
Well, I guess get this out the way.
Hmm?
Anton.
Oh no.
You wanna go to Anton or do you wanna go to one of the question marks? You got plenty
Don't
of
forget to say
question
it
marks.
beforehand.
You can also go to the papers and sell some
Oh
of the,
yeah.
Oh yeah, let's sell some shit.
Yeah, that's probably
before
a
it
good idea.
gets too stale.
Yeah.
Ah, Pia!
Oh, madame, thank God you arrived. Why are you crying? Look, my articles aren't that bad. Plus, I've washed myself today, okay? The smell should be at least half... Well, a little bit better. I cannot do anything about the rats, though.
Everything sucks.
Madam, please, I
It's
know
just
my
one of
papers
those
are not the
days.
greatest. But I've been
Just
keenly
shut up
checking the
and
winds
take
of
my
public
gossip.
opinion, and my finely honed journalistic senses tell me that our readership desperately cries out for stories concerning the military. If you have any backstabbing articles about the military, please tell me.
I could do that.
Fantastic. Fantastic, madame. You are the perfect woman for the job.
He replies with an excited grin.
I already await your success with bated breath. Now then, to business, yes?
Okay.
Let's see then. Military
Oh, there's
gossip.
military gossip.
Oh.
Yeah, check if you got any shocking tabs. Nope.
Ooh.
Just keep. Oh,
Slim
there we
pickings.
go. There we go. You got plenty.
Oh,
But not military.
Nope.
faction.
No, there's all your military ones.
Yep.
Okay,
it's
it's
all
all
cheap.
cheap.
Oh,
No. Don't sell it. It's £3.
Ah,
look at how much you get for it.
Yeah, it's all £3. So no point. Go for the shocking stuff.
Yep.
okay.
You gotta pay that rent. Value. Yields.
So the top ones are the most useless, I guess.
Yep, they would be. See, look at that outrageous. gossip.
Everything's shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember it's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
Okay, so in that case, yeah, sell the military stuff because he's gonna give you plus 18. Plus
Yeah.
15. So you'll get 18 pounds.
So, and so. And that's all I can do today. Camille, prepare the ice cream.
Oui, oui, madame.
What kind of flavor would you like?
Depression.
Depression
we don't
flavor
have
it
that
is.
flavor, ma'am. We ran out of chocolate a while ago.
Okay, let's get this rendezvous out the way.
You could
I
say
mean-
it's left on a boat.
You could go for the incidents instead. One of the question marks.
Elizabeth. That just does
Yuma says
credibility.
it's cold vanilla.
Does it get any gossip?
That's nice. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
What? What is it?
It's the fiance.
Oh, I see. Fine. I hate you too, bitch. See if I do anything nice for you ever again.
I love you, baby.
You just said you hate me.
No, I hate Armand because he basically left us destitute and penniless in a strange city that we've never been to before.
That's not what you said, though. You said it's just my fiance. How rude.
My in-game
Rude.
fiance.
What do you mean, in-game fiance? You should only have one fiance, and that's me.
The writer says, I need to patent an ice cream flavor called Yaoi Sweat.
Oh no.
Motherfucker, we're gonna have words.
Fuck it. I'm getting the rendezvous out the way.
Okay,
Fuck it, we
let's
ball.
do it. Let's do it.
Gonna save.
Yeah, you probably should.
Save.
Well, now you got a
Might
chance to
lose your
deal it
head.
up, Rhys. You can change your avatar's back.
No. Leave it as. Leave it as.
Ludwika.
Oh, I'm gonna terrorize you today.
Yes, you are. The nighttime sky is overcast and the streets smell of freshly finished rain. You use one hand to adjust your hood while you look down at the directions Antoine provided in his letter. You glance around at the buildings and note that you found yourself in one of the nicer neighborhoods in Paris. Not that you care. Life is meaningless now. In fact, you're not but from La Place Royale. You reach the end of your directions, so you must be in the right place. However, there's nothing that seems particularly special about this address. You glance around and find the streets to be empty. There's no sign of Antoine at all. Oh, he stood me up. Bitch.
I don't know why. I just imagined her face is on the floor and she's just like worming herself along, just her ass in the air, because she's so depressed.
Or it's just
Got it
Hans
all.
dragging her.
Yeah, she's just like, dragging her by one of her wrists.
Just leave me, Hans. Just leave me.
I'm
Certainly,
down, I'm
you-
depressed, but I still look fabulous. Hans, move me over there.
Move me to up against the next to that alleyway. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. You go have a coffee break.
Again, I think we've mentioned it in one of the earlier streams where Hans just moves her whole body just like she's just a plank of wood.
Suddenly,
He's that big
you,
and strong and she's that light.
suddenly you feel a hand reach across your body and grab you by the shoulder and pull you into an alley. Oh no, I'm getting murdered. How terrible.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, it sounds.
Before you can even utter a word, Hansel has his saber out and pointed at your assailant. His voice is a low,
Pursuing.
insane rumble.
Unhand the woman or die. Your choice.
I'm sorry,
One second.
What was this little blonde bitch boy about to try and throw down with a human bear?
Oh, you're approaching me? You know who I am and you dare approach me.
You recognize the arm holding onto you as Antone's. You also see a glint of silver in the dark as his hand is holding a long stiletto. He's holding a shoe. Is it a shoe or is it a knife? It's a shoe. I've decided it's a shoe. His weapon of choice is a shoe. Just like your bat. His hand as steady as a stone, which is rather unusual for anyone who's been on the receiving end of Hansel's threats.
A stiletto is a dagger.
Ah, well,
I just think
I've already imagined it's a high heel.
It
Yeah,
is
I'm well aware.
it is a high heel, but it's been named after the dagger, essentially.
Consider you could stab someone to death with one of those.
But back in the day, a stiletto it was like a knife or dagger with a long, slender blade and a needle-like point.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Antone's dagger arm relaxes, but the arm around you remains. Well, this is highly inappropriate.
Je suis de soul. I was hoping to play a joke on Madame Yvette here.
You know,
I had no idea that she'd thought to hire a bodyguard. I didn't even notice you stalking behind her. What, are you a stand or something?
you know, if I wasn't so damn depressed, I'd find this all very terrifying / annoying and punch you, sir. Alas, I am depressed. Gesturing with the dagger, he continues.
I'm sorry about the knife as well. I too like to stay protected. And drawing it was mere reflex.
Yep, I'd be second guessing deciding to meet up with this guy if I wasn't so depressed.
I posted what a stiletto looks like in general.
Okay, I will check that out later. Anton, let's go and smell to you.
It looks like we both understand how dangerous things can be.
Yep.
But I didn't realize you were a stand user, Yvette.
What the hell is a stand?
That thing behind you.
That's Hansel, he's
He
German.
stands tall. He stands proud. And he understands. Yeah.
Hansel replies, narrowing his eyes at the young revolutionary. Cautiously, they both sheathe their weapons at the same time. You know that Anton keeps his stiletto concealed up his coat sleeve. Overground Hansel steps away from the two of you and fades back into the shadows. How does he do that?
I told you, he's a stand.
A Batman.
Apparently he's Batman.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Thank you for joining me.
Of course. What exactly are we here to do? Do you invite every girl that you fancy out to commit crimes against the crown?
No. But you don't feel like every girl to me.
He replies, flashing you a wolfish smile in the dark. Oh dear. I'm not like the other girls, apparently.
You're certainly not.
Writer says when he plays Texas Hold'em, he always stands. He's very annoying at this casino.
We have gained favor with him.
He's
Whoopee.
sure easy to gain favor with.
I know, right? Boy, be thirsty.
He's sure
Yeah.
thirsty.
And hey, I am loyal to my little Italian man.
Motherfucker, you should be loyal to me.
Go home, Edmund!
Motherfucking bitch. You've been all the way to Paris.
He's just behind the corner somewhere in an alley.
and Toad just the eyes darting back real quick, like,
Who the hell was that?
Just my ex-fiance.
Ex-fiance, so you're looking.
Nope, not looking.
I am.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, and Toad gestures behind himself to some buckets of paste and rolled up posters.
I've managed to convince some sympathetic citizens to print up these posters that are rather objectionable to the crown.
Vandalism. Neat. Your curiosity piqued. You unroll one of them and examine it by a light of a guttering street lantern. The poster is a potent mixture of accurate political commentary and extremely obscene imagery.
Ooh.
The heck is that donkey doing with that milkmaid?
What
Don't you see, we're
doesn't the
getting
donkey
fucked
do
by
with
the-
the milkmaid?
Oh no.
Don't you understand? We're being fucked by the crown. The donkeys is the crown. They're the jackasses.
It's very, very profound. Trust me, Yvette.
If we posted these in a poor neighborhood, one sympathetic to our cause, the watch wouldn't hesitate to punish the people who live there. So instead, we're taking our work directly to the heart of the problem.
He gestures out of the alleyway to the wealthy neighborhood around you.
We're gonna rip out their hearts, Yvette. We're gonna make them bleed. Of course, I'm sure the watch will be sympathetic to the inhabitants of this neighborhood once we cover it in our messages. It also means that we get to make ourselves heard and remind them all of the discontent brewing in France.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm tired of hop over to Italy.
Well, I guess it's washing time.
The powerful only sleep comfortably at night because they've convinced themselves that the order they hold by force is the result of public will. They lie to themselves and pretend that their edicts are supported by a silent majority of commoners instead of a regime of organized violence.
That's rough, buddy. Okay.
I can just literally just like see her looking to the side, just like, that's rough, buddy.
He holds up a bucket and paste brush.
Let's challenge that notion, shall we?
Put up as many posters as possible. Carefully place your posters. Paste posters directly onto people's windows.
That actually does sound like something you would do.
My peril's pretty high.
Many posters as possible.
Yes. Moving as quickly as you can, you start pasting as many posters as you can in as many obvious places as possible. It gives you an upward nod of approval.
Yes, that's the spirit. These should be visible to anyone who walks through here.
Gain favor.
Well, obviously,
Don't
he
mind me,
did
I
what he
just got a
wanted.
raging boner right now.
Yeah, I mean, we did get an option to back out. As you and Antone continue to paper the neighborhood in posters, you feel giddy, almost childlike. There's something freeing about exerting your will over this place, a place home to people who wield more power in a single day than you've ever had in your whole life.
Every woman in the world looks better when she's facing the possessions of the powerful.
You have a very specific kink, sir.
Again, I have a raging boner right now.
Put another poster up, I dare you.
Just puts poster over crotch.
Yes.
Ah.
I don't know where you could use that glue, Yvette.
And we're leaving.
But you, especially, you shine brighter than any lantern in this city.
I'm just trying to get out of my depression funk here, man.
I'm depressed too. Why do you think I'm doing all this? Because I like the crown? Because I like what's happening to our beautiful France? No, Yvette. I'm doing it because it turns me on.
Okay, I'm leaving. Let me freeze in place as you hear the sound of approaching footsteps. Those footsteps grow into the tramping of multiple sets of boots. The light of a lantern shines off a window far down the street. Well, fuck, I'm going to jail.
That must be the archers. We haven't been discovered yet. They're walking, not running. Still, they'll be here soon.
I feel like you thought this up on the fly and didn't think of an exit strategy.
The funny thing is, you just see him running away as is.
Run
Just leaving you
away!
behind.
Run away!
We need to leave.
Agreed. Hansel, distract the watchman, will you?
Yeah, you
Go
can.
ahead.
I mean,
You do
yeah,
have him
but-
employed, so.
but we don't want him killed.
Yeah.
Hansel nods to you, appearing from his hidden position. You were hiding the whole time. You could have been helping us put up posters.
I told you, he's a stand.
You're still not sure how a man that large can be so stealthy. I am. Out of that word, he jogs down the street and gets the attention of the watchman while you can't make out the details of their conversation from this distance. Your buggy. I need a sippy sip.
Oh, for love.
Your bodyguard seems to have simply dragged them into a slow but pleasant conversation that would be difficult to escape. And this is my grandniece. She's almost walking.
That's brilliant!
Anton says with an appreciative nod as he watches Hansel stow the watch while they're distracted. The two of you quickly put up the last of the posters, then make your escape. Escape!
Smoke bomb.
Oh, sweet! The power went down.
Nice.
In the distance, you can hear the anger and disgust in watchmen's voices as they eventually discover your handiwork. Their discontent grows louder, and you can hear one of them shout.
Find who did this! Find them now!
The two of you duck down a narrow alley together. I am loyal to the church, man.
But you're not loyal to me, apparently.
Bet you've been shacking up with some revolutionary front the last few months.
I'm talking about me, woman.
I am loyal to you.
Really? Because it seems you've been running off with an Italian man.
What did you run up with an Italian man, Rhys?
No, I run off
Ezio
with an Italian
Auditore.
woman.
We both.
Okay, fine. Ezio's the exception, but not the point here.
Please, I know you have the hots for Luigi.
No. I like Luigi. I don't have the hots for Luigi.
In the close confines of your hiding place, you find yourself pressed up against Anton.
Yes, reenact your kiss with Dio.
No, I'm good. Focus on hiding. Signal him with a flag on his shirt sleeve. You both head deeper into the alley to hide. While you are both otherwise still and silent, you can feel off the back of his hand idly stroke the back of your head as he keeps watch. What the fuck, man?
I told you, let's recreate Dio.
Nope, never again. Nope. That's why JoJo is banned from Becky's streams from now on. One of the archers is close, extremely close, even from your position. You can smell the oil of his lantern and the stench of tobacco on his uniform. You're glad that you chose to focus on concealing yourself.
Bong.
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
Anton doesn't pull away from your embrace, but you can feel one of his hands moving around in the darkness. You see the glint of steel as he draws a stiletto from his coat sleeve. Note to self, never agree to meet up with a slightly psychotic man you barely know because you're depressed. It somehow leads to an alleyway stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
You finally manage to exhale when the watchman gives up searching in your area, so go investigate somewhere else. Together, the two of you make your escape. Anton offers to walk you home, and you take him up on his offer. The two of you laugh and chat together, getting from the adrenaline rush of what just to try. Ha! You almost shanked a man.
Yeah, I did. I
That
nearly
would have
shanked
been
him.
horrifying.
It would have been awesome.
No, it would have been
Have you
horrifying.
ever seen
It's
a
not the
blood
first time.
fountain, Yvette?
I do not want.
It's not the first time I've stabbed a man in the neck and watched the blood splat out.
What?
What?
Hansel be the third wheel. He walks you home and gives you a silent upward nod before he turns to leave. Camille is waiting on your doorstep.
Madame, where have you been?
I went to go
Where are
to
my
face
wages,
rich
madame?
people. They're in the mail.
Madame, I love you. I do. I want you to be safe. Never go with that man again. I don't want to kill another one.
Bill, that boy is
What?
going to be the death of me.
Yes!
Welcome home, Madame. How was your night?
Camille, that boy is going to be the death of me! You head upstairs to your room, imagining all the different ways that tonight could have gone wrong. Despite how tired you are, you find it difficult to go to sleep. Was he planning a murder-suicide, or was he planning to shoot that guy?
Fatality.
Reading the newspaper in the morning these days feels like an exercise in masochism. But still, you do it anyway. You might as well don't know what exactly is on the brink of tearing your entire world asunder today!
Well, let's take a look at the news, shall we?
Don't you dare, Rhys.
Hmm?
You're banned from the news.
No.
No.
It appears the archers have been conducting more raids as of late. They're trying to suppress any political organizations or clubs that are advocating radical beliefs. It might be too little, too late, but they're trying to maintain some image of authority and unity.
Oh, look, the economy's gone down again. Yay!
Yeah, I suddenly stop at a name buried in the middle of the article.
Oh, look, interest rates are going up.
Rhys, get off the news!
No, I will not.
Amongst the list of random clubs and societies that have been singled out is the mysterious and Frankenstein Hamburger Society. Your eyes widen as you...
See you later.
Good night!
Thanks for tuning in.
Your eyes widen as you reread the article, looking for more details on the fate of Oman's society. It seems that many of them have been arrested and are awaiting trial, but there's no mention of Ava, Armand, or Joanna. The archers state that they have not found the leader of this society yet and are urging the public to come forth with incredible leads. I wonder how much of a reward my ex-fiancé could get me.
Can I pay my rent with it?
You continue on with your day as per usual, but you keep thinking back to that article. Something about it is nagging at you. Okay. Let's go for semi-nice. Let's look semi-nice today. Let's go explore Paris.
So no story events at the minute.
Yep.
No, let's see. A certain wealthy widow making increase with a creator of bespoke furniture.
It's the
Mhm.
judge's
Honourable
wife.
Oh
favour.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Outrageous crown gossip. You come across the hairlings of one of your earliest enemies.
Oh, okay. Might be, was it Maximilian or something like that? Use it to your ears.
Well, you could do this one.
That sounds interesting.
Okay.
You decide to spend the day walking alongside the river. Halfway through your walk, you notice the sun hitting the water just right, lending brilliant light to the colorful ships and boats. It's a chance moment that looks as beautiful as a painting. You pause to lean against the railing to just take it all in. And that's the horizon Ludwika sailed over! Hans is just done with this shit at this point.
Hansel's still crying.
Yep. Nearby, you watch a small private ferry bump into a lavish pleasure craft, igniting a stream of insults and violent oaths from the pilots of the two crafts. Yeah, mother! Yeah, mother! Yeah, mother!
Sacre bleu!
Hello. Just as the ferryman pulls his oar out of the water to hit someone, you notice that you're not watching this scene alone. A man in black and white with a curious brooch on his jacket. It is watching the same scene as yourself.
Beautiful music, isn't it?
He asks quietly. Wouldn't call two men praying the virtue of each other's mothers. You have to sneak up on unsuspecting women. Yes.
I simply cannot agree.
He says with a surprising confidence for such an odd statement.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck?
Who cares? There is a musicality to all things. After all, music is mathematics, and mathematics can be found everywhere in this natural world.
Math is math! Maths is maths.
It's a hobby of mine to seek out the new sounds and see if they could be incorporated into my next composition.
Uh-huh.
As chaotic as it seems, even this everyday conflict has a kind of familiar rhythm, order, and tempo, just like music. Ah yes, Angelo Strasna, at your service, madame.
He says, gesturing to himself. Yvette de Cox, charms, I'm sure. Yvette de Cox, reporter for Libre. Yvette, just Yvette.
Wow, you are so uninterested.
Well, just Yvette, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Motherfucker.
We spoke of music earlier, and I just realized that you may be able to help me. I have a decision that's left me feeling quite divided. Could even say it's left me perturbed on a scale of black and white. I recently finished a new composition. I'm looking for a sponsor who could help me fund the first performance of it. But I don't know which one to pursue. As of right now, the two groups with the most influence in the world of music are the church and the bourgeoisie.
Let me go!
I'm
Gee,
certain
I
my
wonder what she's gonna
composition will
pick.
bring popularity to whoever sponsors it, but I don't know who would be the best for me. What are your thoughts on the subject?
Approach the church. They've been sponsoring composers since time immemorial, but are the best choice. They have ample wealth and a willingness to explore new ideas. Monsieur, I say that such questions, I'll be honest, I simply do not know. Go speak to the judge!
That's quite a good point.
He nods along, coming around to the idea.
I'll start petitioning my associates in the church. Post haste.
Yay! They get a light bulb. He pauses to check his pocket watch.
It seems that I should be about my business. Enjoy the rest of your day, Yvette. Just Yvette.
Bye! Angelos excuses himself with a quick bow, and you are once again alone. You look out upon the river, and it seems that the conflict between the two boatsmen has been resolved without anyone being sent to the bottom of the river.
One has a oar-shaped dent on his face now.
Expert, you close your eyes and just listen to the noise of the city. Perhaps you're imagining things, but it does almost sound like music. Musical music.
The writer says, Yvette, the emotional measure of the strong and agile, but violent variety.
Oh
Paris,
no.
Paris continues in fits and starts to burn.
Not
shit.
again!
You spend your copious free time poring over what little snippets of news you managed to pick up over the last few days. At this moment, it looks like the crown will be able to weather the storm. The revolution's fire burns, but not brightly enough. This is not happy news, as the public is simply unsure of your loyalty to the crown. Still, whatever happens next, you can be assured that the ship of state shall come to the port in a sea reddened by torrents of blood. And so, Paris continues to burn.
Oh dear. It's almost like you didn't side with the revolutionaries or something.
That's fine.
They started it.
Writer says, damn, whoever changed the taste of the original joysticks did a fine-ass job. I don't know what a joystick is. I'm gonna Google that.
Okay.
What the hell is a joystick?
Oh, you gotta dance with your
it's
fiance.
it's like Pokey.
Oh, okay. You gotta dance with your fiance, love, before the city burns.
Yeah, the writer says, imagine a Pokey stick, but inside, but outside in. So it's the inside is filled with chocolate instead.
Yeah.
You know, like it should be. So you don't get your hands dirty.
Easy. Turn to La Parole, the hub of all the city's gossip, social news, slander, and scandal. If there was ever a telling secret or a salacious rumor, this was the place to find it. Only now, your goal is slightly different. You're looking for the mysterious skilled master of letters that sent you that message earlier. He said that he was interested in helping you, but you've also been deceived before. You approach the statue of King Louis at the center of the square in order to survey the area. Specifically, you're looking for someone that appears to be looking for someone else. After a few minutes, you hear someone meaningfully clear their throat behind you.
Go on, Rhys.
Henry Rain Lucas, at your service, Madame.
Hey, Lucas.
Do your best Argentinian accent, Rhys.
I don't even know what an Argentinian accent sounds like.
It sounds like
Spanish.
Lucas.
Yeah. Do I look Spanish to you?
You can speak Spanish, Rhys.
No, I
It's
really
a
can't.
pleasure to meet you, Lucas. What's this about? I don't have much time for mystery, man. How did you know how to find me?
It's all up to you, Rio.
Pelica. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. To get to the point, I know that you've been getting involved with major players in the city. As it were, I can see why too. After those riots, tensions have only risen, and if I were a betting man, but I'm not, I'd say that things in Paris are going to get worse before they get better. With that in mind, I wanted to offer my services as a forger of letters. A canny woman like yourself could obviously get quite some use out of a few political notes accidentally leaked to the right people in the right positions of power.
Yeah, Raiders.
Bye.
While I can't directly influence the crown or the revolution, I'm certain that I would be able to deliver a significant push to the loyalties of the military, church, or the last one.
You have my attention for the moment. Go on, I can do my own line. Thank you very much. What exactly do you expect to get out of this?
Oh, straight to the point, I see. Well, I must admit that my services aren't cheap. Then again, I don't offer them to just anyone.
Yeah,
This would
50.
all cost around 50. I know this isn't cheap, but surely it's a paltry fee compared to the possibilities of changing the course of history.
He hands you a business card that only has an address on it, no name or other indication of what the business does.
That is not a good business, madam. Master of letters.
Now, I must take my leave.
He says with a curt nod.
Please consider my offer carefully.
He walks away, disappearing into the crowd, and you are left to stroll around this place. Hopefully, you'll be able to find some juicy gossip. Stay on the absolute edge of the conversation. You stroll around the square, pretending to be a traveler, just admiring the apartments and gardens. Ooh, yes, very nice.
Right.
So you managed to overhear something useful. Pierre will be very interested in this. The socialites in the square start to filter out to their dinner appointments and other social commitments, and you decide to head home as well. Oh, Camille, you meant to make sure I don't hear the front door. Is that a horse? I hear hoofs. You wait till the sound of someone knocking on your front door.
I'll get it, madame.
Camille calls cheerily from downstairs as she goes for the door. Oh no! You suddenly hear Camille gasp. Then there's the scene of her running up the stairs to your room.
Madame, you won't believe it. Monsieur Armand is here. Sacre bleu!
Camille, when was the last
no.
time you saw him?
What the devil is he doing here? Doesn't he know it's dangerous? Camille, when was the last time you saw him?
Oh, the last time I saw him must have been a few days before you arrived. It would have been the night he disappeared.
She stares at you blankly for a moment as if she's going to say something else. Then thinks better of it instead. Go, dish!
I must not, madame.
I didn't invite you in!
Technically, it's my house.
Technically, I'm paying the rent!
No, you're paying my servants. I'm paying the rent.
I beg to differ. I've been paying the rent and the servant. Servants?
You seriously think the rent is a measly £30?
Huh?
I don't know.
You
I'm not
don't,
into
because
your
you don't pay the
bedroom
rent.
not long afterwards, greeting you with a gentle kiss on the cheek. I did not consent to this, sir.
You did when you accepted that ring on your finger.
That was before I realized you were going to abandon me in Paris.
I have not abandoned you, for I am here.
Bonjour,
Bonjour, ma chérie. Thank you. Oh, it's so good to be back here, even if it's for but a moment.
Yes, get out. You're evicted.
I mean, the tall man is a bit intimidating, but still. Camille, if you'll excuse us.
Camille, you may stay.
Camille, you may excuse us. Oh, monsieur.
We.
Oui, monsieur.
She replies with a curtsy before she leaves the two of you to your business. Don't leave me alone with this man!
Zzz,
You zip that bag up.
zzz.
The way it's pronounced in French is O-U-we, so oui. It's literal. Like there's no like special pronunciation. It's just O-U-we.
Oh,
Oui.
oh,
Oui, no way.
Oui.
No way.
boy.
As you can imagine, I'm not just here for a social call.
Damn right you're not. I'm on to bits.
I know it was dangerous for me to come here, especially given all that's happened recently.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm about to say next simply had to be discussed in person.
Have you been cheating on me?
Kinda hard to cheat when you think someone's dead for the first 6 months you're in a new city.
Bet you cheated on me with my priest! How could you?
I never said who it was.
So it is a priest!
I mean to be fair, that Antoon guy also tried to seduce me, so you might-
Anton? Are you serious with me?
You cheated with me, Anton!
Nope, I am
all the
low to my
people.
priest.
You took the psychopath!
No, I think he took me into
At least the
alley.
priest will have treated you
carries a
right.
dagger, you bet!
Yes, up his sleeve.
That's the point on the
He
other
has one up his sleeve as well!
Wait, he has more than one dagger?
Of course! He just walks around with one dagger! Our society hoped to advance our cause by slowly building consensus within the Estates General. However, the time for that is long past. We couldn't build consensus when people are killing each other in the streets.
Consensus.
Woman, I am upset right now, and you're correcting me. I just learned my fiance is either dating a psychopath, a priest, or heaven forbid that mountain that won't leave you alone.
Oh no, him and Camille are clearly an item.
After Joanna's disappearance and the raids on our society, our difficulties have only grown.
Yeah, it's your problem, sir. Look, my little Italian man went back to Italy. I have my own problems, so could you just go?
What little Italian...
That look on his face is a thinly veiled breakdown. It's like it's just about to happen. Like, bitch, I'm holding back so many words right now.
In fact, I think the only reason I was able to escape the raids myself was because I was out warning everyone after the discovery we made when you came over for dinner. If you hadn't visited.
He throws off and shows at the possibility.
Ugh. What's important is that it's still possible for us to accomplish something useful amongst this uncertainty, but it won't be easy. To put it simply, we'll have to play to both the crown and the revolution at the same time.
What's this wee business? I'm immigrating to Italy.
What?
I'm going to Rome.
What?
I'm joining the church.
What the hell? Are you becoming a nun now?
That's none of your business.
Something like that requires
A common goal, a mutual enemy, a distraction.
a mutual enemy or common goal. It's one of the two.
Distraction, she throws a fucking smoke grenade, runs out. Still in her undergarments.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, Yvette. With things as muddled as they are, the last thing we need right now is a distraction.
Okay,
And where did you go?
Tarzan.
He does
Where-
look like
Yvette,
Tarzan.
where'd you go?
Just hiding under the bed.
Like he's
She's
looking
not-
down, he looks
she's
up and
not-
just doesn't see her.
No, she's not even like on the bed. She's like literally hugging the wall. There's nothing. She's just behind him, hugging the wall, and he doesn't see her.
Oh dear. Give us a little favor while I'm on. Oh no, how terrible. I guess the engagement's off.
No, the only way we can appeal to both of these groups at the same time is to create a common enemy. Ha! Called it. We may not be able to bring about our original plan, but we can get both the revolutionaries and the crown to draft a close military and trade alliance with Australia.
Austria.
Austria. Yeah, I was about to say Australia.
We
Austria,
go to the
as
land
well
down under.
as well as guaranteeing the safety of the Queen and her children. We might even be able to secure open borders between our two nations. We need the Three Musketeers.
They're on holiday.
Damn it!
This could help a lot of people.
The crown and the revolution agreeing to the same thing. How? Just packing her bags and forging her new Italian passport?
That's the funny thing about politics. Despite every rattled saber and every declaration of alliances, and purity, there are always secret messages. Allegiances and purity. There are always secret messages and discussions going on between enemies. Most leaders would rather negotiate, even if the terms aren't always agreeable. Sadly, to the negotiating table, let us find a compromise. Doesn't rally one's base like to arms. Let us seize what is ours by right. So those same leaders simply negotiate in secret.
Oh my god, how long is this going on for? I'm trying to.
Blah 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 blah
You bet tunes back in.
Even in times of open war, the conversation never stops. The stakes merely grow more dire.
Oh dear.
This is, of course, where our plan becomes underhanded.
What's this our plan and we business? I didn't agree to any of this shit. I just wanted to be married and live in a cute little house, and now I'm entangled in political injuries, and there's three guys that want to bone me and maybe an artist lady, okay?
Raises an eyebrow.
I have a very busy social life.
Yeah, basically.
Look, Ahmad, I have a life outside of you, okay?
What we need for this is someone that we know well, who is already under suspicion by society. By framing them as a threat that we discovered, we can bring both the crown and revolution to the negotiating table long enough to get our demands.
You're here to use me as a scapegoat, aren't you?
Damn right!
In damn Skippy.
Right now, our best choice for this deception is Elizabeth LeBron. She's already earned the ire of the public, and she was once close to the Queen. We could say that this all comes from a desire for revenge after being cast out.
Remind me who Elizabeth is.
The painting lady.
Yeah.
No!
Yes.
No! You
Yes.
get the fuck out, Ahmad! You get out of my house! You get out of my house and you do never speak her name again.
Framing her as someone conspiring against the nation will help us save many lives. However, it also means that she would likely be imprisoned for life or executed.
No, she has a precious little girl that climbs trees. You get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out.
We need someone close to her to initiate this. Can I count on you, mon chéri?
Ahmad, are you seriously asking me to frame an innocent woman? Ahmad looks at you gravely.
Yvette, please. You know that the only reason I'm proposing this is because it's our only option. We can save many lives. And this plan is the only way that either group would deign to speak with the Frankish. Oh, I'm not even saying that.
The Hamburger Society.
FHS.
The Frankish something.
Please, can you help me?
This is just wrong. Get the fuck out of my house. I see. This guy replies as he hangs his head.
Honestly, I had hoped that you'd see the value of our ends here, but no matter.
Oh no, how terrible. So when's the divorce?
Not even married yet. I'm sorry, my darling, but I must take my leave then. There's much that I still need to do before the day is through.
He says as he gives you a quick kiss on the cheek. Stop that! Stop that! Camille, get the bleach!
I merely hope that I can still manage to do some good while we still have a chance.
Okay, I'll see you at your execution. Bye!
Rhys.
Hmm?
Camille, get the bleach. Hansel comes in, draws his sword. Number 1 starts playing.
Number 1.
Oh, God.
With that, Armand leaves and the rest of the day is staying for good. There was no way I was going through that madness. You hastily get ready for the day. Occasionally interrupted by flaring bursts of discontent. What was Armand thinking? Asking you to do such a thing! She's like my bestie. She's my gal pal. Me and Ludwika were gonna be a throuple.
Throuple.
Was this the man you agreed to marry? He has changed. Or was he always this way? He was always a douche. He was always a douche, Yvette. Regardless of the answer, no matter how much this may trouble you, that doesn't mean that the world has slowed down at all. There's always more to do.
Yep.
Camille, we hate Ahmad. Yes, ma'am.
It's been decided.
Elizabeth!
Time to save her. Or savor
Walking the
her.
Walking the crowded streets of Paris, you gasp in the oppressive heat. Every time you inhale, it feels like you can smell every single person around you. Oh dear Lord, it's the bus all over again. Just as you feel the relief of a cool breeze, you notice something out of the convoy. It's Elizabeth the painter! She's talking to someone through an open door. Her foot is firmly planted in the doorway.
Kablam.
No, monsieur. This isn't a joke. I'm willing to pay a very reasonable price for it and... Ow!
She yelps as the door slams shut on her foot, leaping back as she recoils with pain. Oh, baby girl, no! Before she can put herself back in harm's way, the door shuts with a bang. Elizabeth, what was it all about? Who is this man, and how would you like me to burn his house down?
No, it's fine.
She says, rubbing her injured foot.
Oh.
Elizabeth, we're running away to Italy together. We're gonna go live with Ludwika.
Oh, Ludwika. Oh, that's nice. Haven't seen him in a while.
He's in Italy! Hansel hasn't stopped crying.
Just looks at the Man Mountain.
His manly facade is starting to crack, but it somehow makes him even more intimidating.
I know, right? Years and years ago, when I was getting started as an artist, I was caught painting portraits without a license. Yeah, can you believe it? I need a license.
She just
Anyway.
points to Hansel, but he's like way in the corner somewhere, but he's still crying. But only whenever she calls it out.
Yes, really. That's illegal. Don't laugh. Not only did I have to pay a mountain of fines, but I could barely afford the black market on my reputation. Sorry, black mark on my reputation nearly cost me my career before it started. However, all my old paintings are still circulating, and the fact that they're still out there doesn't look good for me. So, I'm trying to buy them all back. As you can see,
she says, pointing to the door,
some of my old customers aren't exactly fond of the idea.
you look at the door and wonder if there's anything you can do to help. Monsieur, please give her a chance. She's just trying to maintain her reputation. I'm sorry, but this doesn't feel like something I can do. You and her! Are you sure you want to be so violent to the Queen's personal painter? I must help my wifey.
Your peril's quite high. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Let's see if this... You can hear someone uncertainly shifting around on the other side of the door. Hello! The door opens and the man slowly steps outside.
What does your...
Yeah, I'll do this. Otherwise you'll be talking to
No.
yourself.
Okay, it's fine.
Yes.
What does your reputation have to do with my painting?
I need to buy that painting back because I sort of made it illegally.
Elizabeth admits.
I never meant to deceive you, but please, let me get rid of it.
Flutter, flutter.
But I like the portrait. My wife
He mumbles.
My wife commissioned it for my birthday.
Mazel tov.
Well... Oh...
Elizabeth replies, mulling over the problem.
What if I painted you a new one instead?
She ventures with a smile.
Only if you still pay for the old painting.
He grumbles.
Ugh. Fine.
I love how expressive she is. The two of them spend the better part of the next 10 minutes sorting out the specific details of which there seem to be many. Eventually, they reach something mutually agreeable. He goes back inside, and after a long pause, Elizabeth breathes a sigh of relief.
Thank you, Yvette. I'm amazed that you managed to get him to see sense. It's going to make things a lot easier for me.
Oh, a decent amount of favor of Elizabeth.
You're a good friend.
Historians will say they were best friends. Because they were. The two of you walk and talk together. Still riding the edge of your success adventure, you both part ways and you head home. And I thought I'd say this, but where's the plot? I'd like some more plot, please.
I'm sure it's coming.
You know what? Fuck it. Poofy dress today.
Paris burns! There's your plot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ludwigo's gone!
Yep.
He's gone!
Yep.
And he's never coming back!
Yep. And for whatever reason, they won't let you go with him.
Let me go with him! I miss him so much!
Oh, hold on. What's that over there?
Where?
Far right.
This one?
Mhm.
Fine, I'll dance with my goddamn fiance!
Okay. I was just asking. I wasn't sure what it was.
I guess I have to get all the green question marks out the way.
I suppose.
It's time to hate dance, people. You wander the streets of Paris as always you're looking for an opportunity of some sort, but a sudden malaise drags at your every step. Let me go. It's not exertion per se, but it certainly makes things more difficult. Perhaps this is common in a life such as yours, where it's difficult to truly separate one's labor from their leisure. As you ponder this quandary, you feel a gentle tap on your shoulder. Turning around, you find yourself face to face with none other than with Armand.
Wow, could you say that with more disdain? Yvette! I managed to finish my business early today.
Oh, framing an innocent woman?
We so rarely get to see each other. How would you feel about joining me for a little merriment?
I didn't even think of any particular reason to object. You follow him to the eastern edge of Paris to a certain paradise. Paradise. The workday is far from over, yet somehow they seem to already have a good crowd.
Ginguet Paradis.
I have to admit, I've grown quite fond of this place.
I can see why it does. It remind you of home as well. Are you sure that you should be seen in public right now? Should you be in public?
I wonder if it's Ginguet Paradis.
Don't worry, Yvette. Nobody here knows who the devil I am.
He replies, you wishing you also didn't know who the devil he was.
Only some of the wealthy, the powerful, and the extremely politically active consider me a danger. The common man has no quarrel with me. Here, I'm just another patron.
A man grabs a table for the both of you and orders the house wine. I wanted a rosé. It arrives in a clay pitcher, and the vintage is completely unknown. Then again, this doesn't feel like a place where the patrons care about the specifics of their refreshments. Need a sippy sip? Merely quantity and potency. A few glasses later, you notice that the tempo of the music has started to pick up. He extends a hand to you across the table.
Would you care to dance, mon chéri? Ma chérie.
Why don't we grab more wine instead?
Duh. I think we can do just that.
A man says with a grin and gestures to a barmaid who brings your table another pitcher of wine.
A pitcher, you say?
You drink deep of your fresh pitcher and soon find yourself a little unsteady in your seat. Still merry, of course, but it's been some time since you've been so affected by your drink. Did you drug this? Now that you and Armand are truly alone, you find a question coming to mind. Oh man, who was that man? And from the village, the one who called himself Charles. That's what I've been wondering just now, because it reminded me.
Charles? The bookseller?
Armand asked, surprised.
Years ago, once I'd devoured every book on political theory that I could find, I started to order them from him. He lived in
Avignon?
Avignon and had a much easier time obtaining the latest imprints. Eventually, my books started arriving with letters from him, asking my opinion on this issue or that, and we struck up a frequent correspondence. Perhaps a year later, he asked if I would be interested in joining a society of like-minded individuals who turned out to the Frankfurt Habsburg Society.
Just say the society.
Whatever.
The
rest
Frankish
is-
Habsburgian Society.
The rest is, as they say, history.
I see. You joined a radical political group because of a guy that had neat books.
Yeah.
You're truly an idiot.
Welcome to American politics. I mean, welcome to France.
Welcome to France.
While the merrymaking continues, you thankfully manage to retain some level of temperance so that you're not rendered completely senseless. With the aid of an excessive amount of cold water, the two of you manage to make yourself steady on your feet. Arm in arm, the two of you walk back through the city gates to Paris proper.
This is where we must part ways, ma chérie. But I hope to see you again soon. Things may be chaotic now, but I just know that we'll make it through this.
Yeah, you'll make it onto a chopping block and I'll be in Italy, probably. You'd think I didn't love my actual fiancé in real life the way I'm acting, right?
You'd think.
But the truth is, no, I'm madly obsessed with this fluffy man.
Mm-hmm. Better be.
As you find your way home, you can you consider the day's events and your time with Armand. It does my heart well to see him again. Lies! I fell in love with Armand because he was a big fish in a small pond. I see that now. I have no solid feelings yet. It's a tempestuous world that we live in. Your mind retained to the manifold difficulties and intrigues occupying your time. You walk home, trying to organize your thoughts. There are just too many possibilities to consider. How about a dance? How about wine?
I'm fine with wine.
Oh, blood! Thank God! The violence in Paris has only gotten worse, which is often the case in times like these. Judging from the frantic murmurings you hear in the street, it's been confirmed that the crown is more powerful than the nascent revolution. Of course, rarely does one group hold power alone, and the minor factions of France appear to be finally picking their sides. As expected, the church is supporting the crown. Whatever good that might do, the church is greatly diminished first. versus years past, but all the same, priests regularly issue sermons exhorting their flocks to stand fast in support of their rightful king.
Well, Becky, you wanted some story, some caps. Here's the caps.
Uh-huh.
As one would surmise, the fancy people have fallen in line behind the revolution, but in a weak and disorderly fashion. A small council of merchants, scholars, and doctors have spoken out against His Majesty and have refused to pay taxes until the revolution's demands are met.
You know, you wouldn't be able to tell she's dyslexic with the way she's reading that.
I know, right?
The officer corps of the military, composed mainly of nobles, has managed to keep control of their units and place themselves at the service of the crown. However, years of mismanagement and skipped pay has sapped their strength. Still, professional soldiers are always an asset in quelling an uprising. I need a sippy sip.
Becky's gonna start reading books soon.
I do read books.
Well,
She reads
there-
more than
Very
I do.
slowly.
Mhm.
And I have to reread pages sometimes.
I mean, I do as well. So, and I don't have
Mm.
dyslexia. I just have like attention, attention deficits, I suppose.
Oh, you have the ADHDs.
Probably, I don't know. I'm not
And
diagnosed.
so,
Hmm.
oh, should probably go sort that out.
And
I've
Paris
been
is still
trying
burning.
to.
Ah,
House is still burning.
as you do.
It looks pretty fine to me.
Oh, we're in June now. When do we get to June? We're in
Just
April.
about now. No, it was. Wait, June? It said.
Well, I think it's June. I could be wrong.
I think it was
We'll
August.
see when it gets to the calendar.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
While
Anyway.
your own progress has ground to a halt, it feels like the advancement of time around you has only sped up. Last year in October, a large crowd of women marched upon Versailles to demand bread, mostly armed with homemade pikes. However, this crowd was disjointed and sporadic. That's a good word. I like that word.
Mhm.
With many deserting upon seeing armed guards at the palace. Don't talk to Ludvigo about deserts. He gets very serious.
Yeah, we're in August
But
right
the
now.
dema-
Rhys.
Okay.
When their demands were unanswered, the mob attempted to storm the palace to present their demands to the royal family. So the guards opened fire, dispersing the crowd with force. Revolutionaries have come to refer to this tragic event as the Woman's Massacre.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Pardon me? The sudden violence began a string of defeats that the revolution is still reeling from to this day. The crown has the stability and necessary alliances to suppress any threats to their power as soon as they arise, preventing them from gaining momentum. Paranoia and desertion have withered the revolutionary ranks, as the crown recently released an edict of mercy, promising legal clemency to any revolutionary that throws down arms. This edict excludes all that have been branded as revolutionary leaders. Oh no, poor Ahmad, how tragic. Anyway, how do I get to Italy?
So you're trying to kill me off, huh?
Oh no.
Inside Paris continues to burn.
Sweetie, we both know that Armand is the bland sliced bread option here.
You gonna continue?
Yes, but you're fluffy.
Yes, I'm well aware I'm
I love
fluffy.
you.
Don't worry, you're gonna keep my head as soon as they cut it off.
Oh dear. Last night, a sleepy commune named made history. We were born to ship victory. You're in a nice season 2. I'm going crazy. The last year. What? It's been 2 years! What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
The last 2 years have been a collection of sporadic uprisings and unsuccessful battles as revolutionary forces spring up across the country, led
It's-
by men like.
It's 2 years since it started happening, not 2 years since you've gone to Paris.
Oh, okay, I had a heart attack there. Led by men like that guy, Lafayette! And Tevin.
Talleyrand.
The many narrow escapes from royalist forces have become the stuff of folk legends, and several fictional accounts have already been published in the form of illegally distributed novels. Illegal books, you say?
Nice.
However, one's
Okay.
luck can only last so long, and the revolutionary leaders were finally cornered, found hiding in the attic of a post office.
Hmm.
With their leaders apprehended and brought back to Paris in chains, revolutionary forces scattered across France have been left demoralized and leaderless.
Oh, no.
More burning, more barbecues, get the s'mores. Ooh, Avril Lavigne!
Oh,
Destiny
dear.
after events of
Uh-oh.
a physician named Guillotine proposed a device. That will decapitate the condemned quickly and clean. No longer will they twist and choke at the end of a hangman's rope. No longer will a missed strike from the executioner's blade leave a screaming man begging for a second swing. This guillotine kills instantly, for if one is to die, it should be done humanely. In fact, this device has already claimed its first life. A highwayman named that guy who was found guilty of murder, robbery, and grapes.
Oh, okay.
He stole the grapes.
Hmm.
Mm,
By all
yes.
accounts, he was a wicked man.
He dabbled in too many grapes.
Yep.
In fact, the crowd that watched his death was unsatisfied with his execution. It was too clean, too quick, too...
Clinical.
I just imagine like the equivalent to SeaWorld where there's like a splash zone and there's a bunch of disappointed peasant kids that were wearing
Aw.
ponchos like, aww.
Wow, who takes the kids to see an execution?
Well,
The French.
they did in this period.
Mm-hmm. This was considered family entertainment.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it's called a public execution.
Mhm.
Bring kids, bring your wife, bring your dog. Everybody's invited.
Bring your mistress if you're
Bring grandma. See, she likes it too. Next up, grandpa.
Perhaps they shall have to witness this guillotine at work a few more times before they warm to it. And so it is continuing to burn!
Time to save.
Oh, in October. Wow.
It has been a year and a half, and the people of France have truly warmed to this guillotine!
Shit.
They just have like constant t-shirts with the guillotine on.
I love the guillotine.
Oh, guillotine, run away with
Splash
me.
on me.
The court has been held in a situation of complete illegal deadlock as the captured revolutionary leaders continue to argue their cases before the courts. Before finally His Majesty King Louis broke the deadlock by simply ordering the execution by royal decree. While this went against France's legal norms, the tribulations and paralyzing violence of the last few years have dulled such sensitivities. For all the talk of their importance, rules and standards crumble easily before any firm wielder of power. Fuck. This morning, one after the other, the revolution leaders were executed, and the heads stacked in rows upon the ground. Jeering crowds stamped upon revolutionary cockades and shouted, "Vive la Roy!" with every death. The king had once been accused of possessing a bad nature. He had no vacillating. That word, yes, thank you, Hans. He had not firmly kept his hands upon the reins of power, but after seeing so many threats to his rule, something had changed within him. No such indecision hunts him now. And so Paris continues to burn! Can I go to Italy now?
No.
Yeah, you're in December.
Your morning preparations are interrupted by the sounds of loud crashes and discontent outside. Normally this wouldn't be so strange, but this time the sounds are close. Uncomfortably close. Camille, get the exit bag. Ever since the crown successfully put down the rebellion that threatened to usurp His Majesty the King, you'd heard of disloyal subjects being put on trial. Is that what this is? You look out the window and see dragoons forcibly tearing people from their homes and carrying them in the middle of the street.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Your blood runs cold at the sound of a heavy fist banging against your front door.
I'll get it.
Camille calls out from downstairs. No, Camille! Before you can stop her, you hear her opening the front door downstairs, to muffled by the sounds of a struggle. You stare at the sound of tramping boots. Someone is coming up the stairs. Hello! Premier traversed in, holding an official notice in his hands.
Madame Yvette de Caux, you stand accused of high crimes against His Majesty, the King.
No, monsieur, I'm innocent. You gasp as he grabs you roughly by the wrist in the middle of and immediately starts dragging you aside. Your pleas of innocence fall on deaf ears. Just before he drags you out of your bedroom, you manage to grab your traveling bag. It contains your journal and a pencil, along with Joanna's mysterious letter that Armand gave you.
Oh.
Not long afterwards, you find yourself alone in a jail cell. You try to contemplate indignity is greater the fact that you're still only dressed in your foundation garments, or the fact that you still haven't had breakfast yet. Taking a seat on your new bed, you wonder what this trial will be like. How does one even prove to the crown? You do know one thing, though. Whether which you in trial, you must succeed. Fuck!
Dun dun dun!
Let me go! Oh.
You have to
Alright,
override, apparently.
you got too many.
Oh. Your life hangs in the very balance! Hello! Next morning, you find yourself dragged into a crowded courtroom. It takes a second to realize that it's the most people you've seen at once in weeks. How do I delete?
Settings, I'd imagine.
Just leave it, that's fine.
Okay. You've seen in weeks. Looking around, you survey the crowd, feeling rare flushes of familiar at some of the faces. It's likely you've seen them at various splendid parties over the years.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a choice, you can save then, and just if you fuck up, you can reload that choice, and then just progress through all of them after that.
Okay, has it really been that long? Your life in Paris feels like it's just flown by, yet it feels eons from your life in the country. Damn it, Armand, this is all your fault!
If my head hasn't rolled already.
A judge at the front of the courthouse clears his throat, jolting you from your bed. Ah, yes, you're supposed to be discussing
Dissuading.
this way for making your head shorter. That's why you're here. Hello!
Pay attention, everyone, and return to your seats. I shall have order in my courtroom. Yes, I'm back. But we have before us is quite out of the ordinary. Still, I shall not allow this folly to sully the decency of these proceedings. Madame Yvette Decor, you stand accused of leading a conspiracy against His Majesty King Louis the 16th. This is a high crime indeed.
Are you kidding? I've been pointing everyone in the direction of the crowd! Leading a conspiracy against the king? You've done a lot of questionably legal things, but this isn't one of them. What is going on here?
Take a wild guess. Should you be found guilty,
The judge continues sternly.
you shall be sentenced to death.
What if his lordship were to take a liking to this totodile plushie?
What is a totodile?
He's
It's a
holding
happy
this
little
letter.
blue crocodile.
Would you like to look at the ladder?
Takes the letter.
Well, you have a
Oh,
letter.
we're getting ahead of ourselves. How do you plea?
Yeah, try the third one.
You and I am not supposed to have... Am I not supposed to have a lawyer present?
The court shall not be held accountable for your lack of preparation.
He replies with a scowl.
If you wanted the service of a lawyer, you should have hired one.
Kind of hard to do when you are in jail.
You lost a little credibility. Okay.
No, that's fine. Just keep going. Whatever. Credibility is credibility.
Oh, yeah. You're not really certain how exactly you were supposed to hire a lawyer from the inside of your jail cell, but there's nothing you can do about that now. The crowd. Oh, that's someone else.
Yeah, Rhys. That's the judge.
The Crown's prosecutor shall now make his opening statements.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The prosecutor says as he strides
I'm
into the
drinking on
center of
the
the
job.
room. With a practiced ease.
I am Anton Fouquet Tinville, and it is my duty to bring the enemies within our midst to justice.
Oh,
The
God.
woman who stands before you is charged with scheming with foreign agents and leading a group of revolutionary fanatics.
Oh, God damn it.
Instead of living at peace within the bosom of our kingdom, which has provided for her subsistence, and instead of obeying the laws, she instead plotted against His Majesty the King and against the Frankish people themselves.
What? I'm in danger.
Yeah, 100%.
Madame de Caux, is it true that you were engaged to Baron Armand de Marveau?
I was monsieur, but I haven't seen him as. Do you always start your courtship so strongly? Save.
Don't overwrite.
Don't.
Don't do it. Just keep going.
Okay.
Let's pick the first one.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Prosecutor, do you have conclusive evidence that shows Madame de Cour was in contact with her fiancé for the last few months?
I do not, Your Honor.
Look, I'm dating a little Italian priest.
Then I must ask you to redirect your line of questioning.
The judge growls impotently.
Impatiently, not impotently.
That too.
Do you want your head to roll?
I can't read, Your Honor. I'm crying. I miss Camille. Jerry takes note of this, and you can hear them murmuring in their approval of you. Hooray!
Carl down.
Whew.
Moving on, it is known to us that your fiancé's actions were done in service to a traitorous group called the Frankish Habsburgian Society.
I never liked them. You attempt to keep your face blank, but your mind races. How exactly does he know all of this? Is he
Take a wild
stalking you?
guess.
This group aimed to subvert our kingdom to the monarchy of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Their cause is treasonous by definition and would have made slaves of us all.
Oh no.
Did you ever do anything to aid or abet this cabal of fanatics?
No.
Okay, can you
No, I
try
did
the
not.
second one maybe? I don't know. Try the second one. Well, okay. You can try and save the game, I guess. It seems to be going fine-ish. Save.
Save.
Try the second one.
Let's try this one. The jury murmurs in agreement. All of this sounds so far-fetched in spite of the hidden realities. Yes.
Woo!
You smiled to yourself. There's no way he could know about the assistance you provided him
Nonetheless.
at that meeting. Nonetheless.
Have no fear, Madame de Caux. I have witnesses who can do just that. However, I shall produce them later.
Is it that bitch?
Yes, it's obviously that bitch. Who else is it gonna be?
I'm in danger! Let me go, Papa. I hope you visit me in hell.
Go on then, let's go. I believe that I've heard enough of this.
The judge spits, glaring at you contemptuously.
Esteemed subjects of the jury, you shall commence your deliberations.
I feel like I'm at the Wonderland trial. Your heart sinks as you watch the jury turn to each other to whisper amongst themselves. They don't even bother to leave the room. After a scant few minutes, the speaker of the jury stands to say,
We find the defendant
"Oh fuck!
guilty on all charges.
Oh fuck!"
Madame Yvette Decor, you are found guilty of high crimes against.
I guess if your peril goes to 100, it just automatically fails you.
Come on, load up.
Yeah, try loading up. Go for the other option.
Load.
Yeah, just load. Let's see.
No, I do not.
Why would I ever do anything of the sort? Really? I see.
He says, narrowing his eyes at you.
This proclaimed lack of association, of course, is not enough to prove your innocence, but...
And ignoring his attempts to salvage his question, you can see the jurors eyeing the prosecutor skeptically. This is so fucking stressful.
as trials are. Hey, we're finally playing Ace Attorney again. There is also, of course, the question of your puzzling finances.
What about my finances? You didn't put finances out us. Oh fuck, I didn't pay hands.
It is known to the court that you lived alone, separate from your fiancé, for some time. Or at least it appears that way.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, I was busy seducing him out of the cloth, okay?
You possessed no great fortune, you had no husband to support you, and yet you were able to maintain your own estate, complete with servants.
You're not saying if it's really fair to call your tumble-down home an estate, but that doesn't seem to be stopping him.
It is also known that you made yourself intimate with the highest tiers of society. There, you moved amongst them, bedecked finery far above what your station should allow. Such things are not cheap.
You're cheap.
Given your alleged leadership of a dangerous cabal of fanatics, funded by foreign agents, it would not be hard to imagine that these foreign powers supported you financially.
No, a skeezy little man named Pierre has supported me. I miss that man.
Save.
Save! Save! Of course not. I had a job with them. To what end? How do fancy dresses and a maid for it in a country? I wish I did.
Yeah.
Have you seen how poor I am? My estate has
I have a
been.
job. Let's see if
Oh,
it
yeah.
works. La Trompette de Pio. The newspaper? You what? You worked for...
This is, of course, difficult to prove. Part of the reason you could maneuver so far through Paris as high society is because your work was conducted off the books. However, you don't need to convince this fool of that. You merely need to convince the jury. To that end, they seem to be nodding along quite thoughtfully. You generally seem disavowed of suspicion on this particular count. Yes, keep going down, please. Please. I wish to go to Rome. I want to go to Rome. Oh, God. I should not have picked a cafe drink for this. Slowly, the whispered conversations in the various corners of the courtroom spiral out of control. Soon you can barely hear yourself think about the din. The din? The din! The din, the din. Just as the crowd builds to an unbearable volume, the judge raises his hands and shushes people. Shh, shh, shh. Shush, shush. Slowly bringing the room to order, slowly, Prosecutor Fodquad steps back to his seat.
Settle down, everyone. We shall take this time to call a recess.
He groans.
Prepare to readjourn with half an hour.
Well, that was a thing. The courtroom quickly empties out as people take their time to stretch their legs. However, you decide to remain in place as you don't actually have anywhere to go. I miss Camille. Just as you begin to settle in, a cheery voice
Yes.
rings out behind you.
Madame, you're alive!
Camille! I leave everything to you, including my shoes. Throw them at these bastards if I die.
Camille bounds up to you, carrying a small basket with her. I heard you were being tried at the courthouse, so I came as quickly as I could. From what everyone is saying outside, it doesn't sound like things are going very well for you.
Camille, I'm in my underwear. You
I
tell
know,
me.
ma'am. I know.
That's why the basket is here. I brought you your best suit.
I thought you might be hungry, so I brought lunch, tea, and wine. Would you like any?
Give me the wine.
Lunch and
It's at the
tea.
point that you haven't eaten since you were apprehended. Merci beaucoup. Oh, Camille, I would love some lunch and tea. This is getting quite stressful. I need some wine, Camille. I need to be sober.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will have tea. Camille pours you a cup of soothing chai tea from a teapot that she somehow
Tea.
managed to
What
keep
did
warm.
you say? Chai tea?
It's the judge. His head just slowly just turns to you. It's like, what did
Chai
you
means
say?
tea. You're saying tea. Are you going to ask for coffee for a side of cream?
Camille
Yes.
just like, would you like some? This tea is strong, hot, and you almost immediately feel more invigorated. It'll be easier for you to be your charming and engaging self.
So I hope so.
Oh, look at
Yes!
her drinking tea. Yes, very refined. Very refined. I too love chai tea. Yes, yes.
Chai means tea!
Keep saying that. The moment you bite into the lunch that Camille prepared for you, your hunger returns in full force. You devour the meal almost instantly.
Oh my.
This welcome respite, however, is interrupted by a figure looming over you. Bitch!
So, we meet again, Yvette.
Camille, hold me back before I rip her wig off.
No, miss, you're going to have to hold me back.
Hands! His hands here.
He's in the corner, Mum.
Hold Camille back.
Just a
It
hand
really
just kind of
is.
slowly like rises from the like, under the table and just grabs her by the head and just slowly pulls her down.
It really is a shame that someone managed to connect you to this society. That bloodthirsty prosecutor has even gotten it into his head that you're the leader.
Camille, pour the wine on her. If I get executed, not now.
Mm.
Otherwise, that's gonna be the celebration wine. In Rome! We're moving to Rome, Camille!
Understood, Mum. What a tragedy. Imagine you being wrongfully executed as the leader of a society you were never even a member of. Well, at least now the authorities will stop searching for us entirely, and it'll be so much easier for the society to rebuild and continue its work.
Bitch, I said you could have Armand!
But I want you out of the way.
Oh,
In fact, I imagine Armand will be extremely distraught by your passing. I might even need a shoulder to cry on. At first, he'll be upset about my testimony, but that'll pass. In time, he'll understand that this was just a necessary evil. After all, I can be very convincing.
you still dress like cake.
So why don't you be a good little sacrifice and just die for us?
Hmm. Go choke on your own tongue, you miserable harpy.
I will never understand what Armand saw in you. You querulous wretch. Thankfully, I won't have to tolerate it much longer.
She claps her hands together.
Well, it looks like the recess is about to finish up. I will let you enjoy your last meal. Ta-ta, Yvette.
Bye, Felicia. With that, she leaves. I really, really don't like that woman.
I really, really don't like that woman, madam.
Me neither, Camille mumbles to herself as she glares daggers at Joanna's back, wondering if that strange blonde man from the other night is around so she can borrow his. Before he can reply, a guard ushers Camille to a seat at the back of the courtroom, and everyone else starts to take their seats. No, Camille's my lawyer! Let her stay! Your final challenge is about to begin! The judge stands before
hold
the court.
on. Before you begin, anyone got any Phoenix Fight music to play?
I mean,
We're not Dane.
Sure, I do. But
Excellent.
it's only gonna be in the stream, so.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, give me a moment.
Okay.
Gives it ambience.
I wish I had my own stiletto right now.
Hmm.
Stew or dagger.
I'm gonna play the questioning music, you know, that dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun dun.
another one.
Ah, the anxiety tune!
Yeah,
Exactly.
the anxiety tune. Questioning. I need to lower the volume a little bit and then give it a moment. There we go. There we go, now we can go.
Okay, the judge stands before the court as the recess comes to a close.
Order in my court! The trial of Madame Yvette. I keep forgetting her last name.
The
Is
call.
now back in session. The court. Thank you.
Like
Thank you very
like the core, you know, the core.
Yeah, I know. I was saying it before. I just forgot.
When he said order,
So unprofessional.
when he said order in the court, I just imagined Camille being like, Jasmine tea?
Anyone?
The judge takes a seat, and from across the courtroom you can see the prosecutor, the Farquaad, already striding to the center of the room with a vicious gleam in his eye.
To begin, the prosecution would like to call to the stand Baron Maximin de Termes.
No!
Why? I have returned.
The scandalized crowd whispers excitedly amongst themselves as Maxim proudly strides to the center of the room.
Check it
What end could the prosecution have called upon this notorious revolutionary?
Check it out, I'm holding the world's smallest violin! Now it's in the palm of my hand. Now it's
Whatever
in my
he's doing
shoulder.
here, it cannot be good.
Baron de Termes, do you swear to tell the truth, without hatred and without fear?
Oh god, I'm doomed. I'm so doomed. I'm having anxiety. We,
Ouija.
We, Your Honor,
he says in a voice brimming with blatant hostility.
as long as I receive clemency for my so-called crimes. Where?
As the prosecutor prepares to question this witness, you can't help but notice that Maxim hasn't stopped staring at you since he walked in. Are you still mad that me and Camille got round to throwing those shoes through your window?
Where? I am still mad at that, yes.
Okay.
Baron de Termes, please describe in your own words the events that took place in February of 1789.
That year, yes.
Yeah, that year.
It was late at night, and I was hosting one Baron Armand de Mabot for dinner. When the meal was concluded, he asked if he could speak to me alone.
Did you find anything unusual about that request?
Not at all. Plenty of grasping types attempting to court my favor. So this wasn't a surprise. Once we were alone, he started talking about our mutual interest in curbing the influence of the monarchy, while I agreed at first. He then launched into his tirade about Astro Empire or whatever, and how much the French people stood to benefit. It didn't take long for me to realize that he was seriously proposing that we merge our country with another, that we'd give up the political autonomy of France.
Oh, Armand, you've got me screwed over so badly. He's not derisively at the fort.
Obviously, a man of my purely enlightened notions could never have been swayed by such honeyed lies. So I demanded to know who put him up to this ridiculous plot.
It was the bitch! It was the bitch over there! Not me! Not me! I'm in my underwear, for God's sake!
Armand never said who, but he said that he was but a representative of his society. He tried to claim the group was revolutionary because it was run by this intelligent woman of humble origin.
Oh, God damn it, Armand. You had me scapegoated from the beginning, you idiot!
Nevertheless, I cast him out.
Oh, okay.
And
No, go
sorry?
ahead, Rhys. That's your line.
nevertheless, I cast him out and demanded that he never speak to me again.
Just change the
Why?
guy who spoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, that last part isn't completely true. He certainly seems to believe the rest of it.
Do you have any reason to believe that you know who the mastermind behind this so-called society would be?
I do. Yvette Decor visited my abode but a week later, inquiring after her Armand. She's a woman of unusual intelligence for her sex, and certainly of a humble background. It only makes sense that she's the ringleader.
So he's got baseless
Nothing,
accusation.
Yeah, basically.
Never in life have you been so insulted by a compliment.
Merci beaucoup, Baron de terms. The persecution rests.
Madame Decor, you shall be given the privilege to ask a single question to a witness.
Why are you such an asshole?
One that would help your case, unless you want your head off.
I don't. Oh, drive, a single question. How generous of them! Okay. Save game. Do you have actual evidence that I'm the ringleader, or is this just guilt by association? What compelled you to lie
Find the
about the
first
fact
one.
that you...
See what works.
Okay. Rhys.
Ah, well, you'll see. No, I do not. However, my suspicions are almost never wrong.
Oh yeah, so my grandmother always knows when it's gonna rain because her ankle gets achy.
Yeah.
Achy.
I mean, in the 1700s, maybe.
Maxim C says you can all hear the jury mumble doubtfully about this particular sentiment.
Baron de terms, if you have some proof that's more substantial than hearsay and a suspicion,
Supposition.
supposition, I demand that you prove it immediately.
Oh,
I just want to seduce French people. Now I'm stuck in a political court case.
Politics.
I must say, bailiff, you're looking a lot taller than last I saw you, and a lot flatter. Well, I don't have any. Are you happy?
No!
Well, no! I most certainly am not.
Yeah.
Bailiff, take him out. Discreetly.
You have lost some peril. Woo! That's the lowest it's been in ages.
It actually has.
It has, yeah.
Judge Fetch.
Monsieur de terms, you are dismissed. We shall discuss your conduct here at a later date.
Judge glares at Maxim as the Baron slinks away.
Swank,
Like a
swank.
slinky.
With that, the judge takes a seat and you watch Farquaad return to the center of the courtroom, a confident swagger in his step. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
The prosecution would like to call Johanna du Jardin to the witness stand.
No!
I've got
insane!
you now.
Oh, god damn it! This is the most stressful playthrough. This is first my lover leaves me. My fiance tries to get me to frame my girlfriend. And now this shit! Just all this shit!
Well, look at it this way, Becky. If you survive this, you can go live with the priest.
I'm gonna go to fucking Rome. Joanna approaches the center of the court and affixes you with a steady stare. Bitch, if you'd wanted to hate fuck me, you could have just asked.
I don't want you, bitch. Madame, do you swear to tell the whole truth without hatred and without fear?
That will be impossible.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, Your Honor.
Sensing none of the venom dripping from Joanna's words, the judge takes his seat, distracted by his new totodile. Just looking at this woman causes a pain to grow in your chest. I'm definitely having a pain in my chest.
Like a neck and coiling around your heart.
Yeah. What is this bitch plotting?
In your own words, can you please tell the court what you observed in the summer of 1789?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I need sushi cat.
But Becky, you need to press next.
I know, I'm grabbing the squishy kit.
At that time, I was living on the western side of the city with Armand. During my time living with him, I observed many suspicious instances. He frequently held meetings with various unscrupulous persons. Meetings that, I learned later, were treacherous to the interests of France.
Yes, nothing in there. You seem familiar with what the people were discussing. Did you yourself take part in any of these treacherous meetings?
Yes!
Oh, absolutely not. However, I did happen to read a few of the letters that Armand had left scattered around our residence together. Armand was always so careless, you see.
I'm gonna choke this bitch out. I'm gonna choke this bitch out!
Reading his correspondence, I found that he was still frequently in contact with his fiancée, Yvette, who was living elsewhere in the city.
I was trying to break it up with him. He wouldn't take the hint.
From what I observed, I believe that he is the mastermind behind this fiendish society. That she had deceived him into acting against his best interests and... Yes!
The prosecutor interrupts, waving his hand dismissively.
The court had agreed to look upon the
Oh,
Baron...
that's the prosecutor. Why is it saying
Ah.
judge?
The
God
judge.
damn it. Yes, yes.
I know, right?
The court has agreed to look upon the Baron de Marble mercifully in exchange for your assistance in finding the leader of this organization. Now, in regards to your claim that the defendant is said mastermind,
Look, I could barely pay my rent the first few months. You think I'm a fucking mastermind?
do you
Don't
have
give me that
any evidence to support this claim?
Why, in fact, I do.
Oh, fuck.
Earlier on, I entrusted it to you as evidence of her crimes. It is a letter she sent to her Armand, detailing her involvement with his...
Cabal.
with this cabal of fanatics.
Cabal.
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 Everybody in the courtroom just goes, Cabal!
Cabal.
Cabal!
Cabal. Cabal.
Yeah, and Yvette is just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
Cabal!
Camille, not you,
You
two.
too, Camille.
And two, Camille.
I must confess, but I stole this letter from Armand. but I hope that the court will be lenient upon me in light of my contribution.
Contribution, bitch.
Contribution to the public good when your head rolls, you harlot,
Cake whore.
slut.
At least I got some.
She just flips the table and just goes towards her. They just start pulling each other's hair.
I knew it! These are breasts! They're bonbons!
You hush your whore face. I'll rip out your weave.
Bitch, I'm not wearing my weave, I got arrested!
Oh my. The prosecutor is just getting hot and bothered. Don't worry, Madame de Jardin. I'm sure this court can be convinced to see the upright intent behind your transgression. To quote the letter discovered by Madame de Jardin Armand, the successor of the Frankish Habsburgian Society's success hinges on your actions. You must put aside your reservations for the good of our cause. I have worked too hard since founding this great order to let the contemptible monarchs of this land stand in the way of my ambitions.
Remote really does
I'm
what
in
her
power.
words.
At the end, it's signed, your partner in conspiracy, that I think we have no choice but to believe that missive is the product of your nefarious handiwork, Madame de Caux.
Is that even your handwriting?
No.
The jury matters that clear amongst themselves, and you cannot stop the horror you feel from reaching your face.
I know, Yvette. Your treasonous words truly are shocking. I hardly believed them myself when I read them.
You mean when you wrote them?
Please look upon your crimes for
Oh, it's me.
yourself.
Please look upon your crimes for yourself if you can bear to witness them.
The prosecutor sneers as he shoves the letter in your face. You frankly scan the unfamiliar letter and feel your stomach plummet. It even looks like your handwriting. It's not a perfect forgery, but it's close.
Mhm.
You look at Joanna's smile. Oh, it's the smile of triumph that a predator gives its prey audience. You look inside your bag at the letter Armand gave you, featuring Joanna's real name. Is that enough to connect us?
The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
The prosecutor takes a seat and you take a moment to gather your wits. The situation is simple, but it's not impossible. Judge?
As before, the court shall grant you the privilege of a question for the witness.
Save.
I'm pressing the wrong button!
I'm sure you have many questions, Yvette, but you should make this one count.
Your Honor, before I question her, I'd like to submit an item of evidence.
Okay. I thought you could have also tried the credibility thing.
The middle one
Go
probably
ahead.
would have saved her.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, let's try it. Let's try this one, see what happens.
Yeah. The courtroom gasps at this unexpected declaration. What could you possibly have? You smile to yourself. I'm so sneaky.
I'm sorry. You would like to what?
This is both improper.
This is both improper and ridiculous.
Joanna sneers with a dismissive wave of her hand.
Your Honor, are you actually going to entertain this? I shall remind, Madame, that my duty is to find traitors to the crown and have them removed from our midst.
The judge replies testily.
Proceed, Madame de Cour.
Thank you. Also, here is a ferratigator.
Ooh,
It's big.
you're very good at the arts and crafts.
Thank you. I had a
Camille
long
tries
time
very
in
hard.
myself. With that, you introduce the letter that Armand gave you. The one signed by Joanna von Waaldeen. Unfortunately, it's written in German.
You are extremely fortunate, Madame de Cour.
The judge chuckles.
As a man of learning, I'm perfectly able to read German. Please give the letter here.
Yeah, very good.
Da.
Hans is like, okay sign from under the table.
The judge reads in silence for a few minutes before intoning.
Let it be known to the court that this letter indicates that Madame du Jordan is actually an Austrian woman by the name of Johann von Holben. The letter details little else. Fine, yes, I used a fake name in Paris. What of it? It is wrong to be discreet about the fact that I'm descended from Austrian nobility. Was I supposed to ignore the anger the French people held towards the Queen? She changed her name as well.
Yeah, the jury's only reply is to mumble unhappily amongst themselves while this new development is certainly strange. Nothing, but it's strictly illegal.
Madame von Helben, this revelation is very serious. The fact that you failed to reveal this has put all of your testimony under suspicion, including the letter itself.
Hooray!
I shall ask the jury to treat the letter submitted by the prosecution as suspect. The prosecutor, the witness, and I shall have much to discuss later in regards to this revelation.
Well, yeah. Oh, wait, is that me? Oh, no.
It's good.
Well, the evidence you provide is enough to tie Joanna herself to the crimes. It has been enough to make proving your innocence easier. Judging from the smirk on her face, she looks like she has nothing to fear from the judge's wrath.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
Saving the first one.
Save. Alright. Well, that went well.
Yes, it did.
If I'm a devious, as you say, why would I write a letter that implicates myself?
That
The judge muses slowly to himself.
is a wiser sentiment than I had expected, Madame de Cour. My years as a justice have taught me to be weary of evidence that feels too perfect. This very letter is cast from such a mold, I will ask the jury to disregard it.
Phew!
Well done. 65.
I'm doing so good! You feel a smile creep across your face as the jury begins to smile indecisively amongst themselves.
Too perfect? You're dismissing a piece of evidence because it's too perfect? Are any of you cretins even listening to yourselves?
And turn if you wish to shiver, bitch, I found one!
Not one more word out of you.
The judge is giving her the L.
This questioning is over. Do you wish to call any other witnesses, prosecutor?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
The prosecutor replies for the first time since this ordeal began. You can see that he seems generally uncertain.
Very well then, please begin your closing remarks.
Yes, Your Honor. People of the jury, the defendant who stands before you is no ordinary woman, but a threat to His Majesty the King himself. She was no mere consort of a nefarious cabal, but a mastermind of their perfidious actions. In these trying times, there is no room for mercy, and I urge you to act as we have always acted when faced with such danger. I am proud to remind you that I am no stranger to protecting such treacherous individuals. With that in mind, I humbly beseech you to view the evidence with open eyes and to trust in my assertions. Together we can safeguard our kingdom from all threats, both within and without.
The prosecutor pauses for applause and the crowd manages to summon someone for his troubles. Please clap.
Basically.
However, the vague smattering of approval falls far short of the powerful torrent he appeared to have expected.
Merci beaucoup, Your Honor.
He coughs before taking his seat.
Citizen Decor, you may make your closing arguments.
Save.
Save. Let's see. With pleasure. First, I would like to remind everyone of my... No, thank you. I believe prosecutor has wasted enough of our time as... Well, to begin, I think we should stop to...
Yeah, just make the second one.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
The judge happily replies. With that, the jury turns inwards to deliberate amongst themselves in low whispers. She's totally an imposter.
You're totally guilty.
Just gets ejected out of the courtroom.
Yvette was not the imposter.
There is still one imposter among us! The deliberations persist, punctuated only by the occasional barely raised voice or moments of wild gesticulation amongst the jurors. The jury is still deliberating. Is it normally supposed to take as long? I really gotta pee, guys. Finally, after seems like an age, the speaker of the jurors rises and clears his throat.
We of the jury find Citizen Decor. Well, we are forced to acquit her, Your Honor. There's simply not enough evidence.
I'll take it!
Ah yes! Just as I thought. Gil? What?
Oh look! It's a Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur?
Yes, you get Bulbasaur if I'm innocent.
What is a Bulbasaur?
It's a little happy plant dinosaur.
Ooh.
But you only get it if I'm innocent.
What?
No Bulbasaur for you.
You get
You
a
get
muck.
muck. Get out of my head!
Is this shit? Who threw shit at me?
I'm impressed we hadn't been thought of that.
Camille just looking away. What the devil do you mean, not enough evidence? You incompetent clods! Take a seat, Madame Dujardin.
The judge orders sternly.
In the face of this decision, the court is forced to
Acquit. The judge intones as Joanna unwillingly takes a seat. Hands just like forces her down. Seat.
Madame Decor, you're free to go.
Finally!
I can finally
Well,
dress
final-
up again.
Yay! With a final flourish, she finishes up the proceedings and the crowds begin to file out of the courtroom. You follow them outside, eager to leave this place behind. It's a horrible place.
Madame, you did it. You survived.
Camille exclaims as she bounds over to you and seizes you in a hug so fierce that it nearly crushes the breath out of your lungs. Oh, Camille! I'm so happy I could kiss you!
Please do.
Thanks for a moment. Oh, what the hell? Smooch.
Yay. I missed you so much. I was so worried.
As Camille rocks back and forth gleeful and likely unaware that she is slowly asphyxiating you, you take a moment to reflect on your situation. The fact that you managed to survive this trial at all is a feat in and of itself.
Well, it wasn't. Well, it was close.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we didn't know that if the barrel just went off the 100, it's just gonna stop the fucking board.
This is such good news, you see. I've already prepared dinner for you. I would have been so disappointed if it went to waste.
Camille, you do know you could have eaten the dinner.
Yeah, but I made dinner for 2. Well, technically 3. Hans is still in the shadows.
He's crying tears of joy.
He's still happy that the judge can speak his language.
This isn't over.
Joanna snarls at you as she leaves the courthouse. You're right. It's not. This won't be over until I say it is. No, Joanna, it's over. You lost. Now get out of my sight. I have no idea what you're talking about. And to be honest, I couldn't care less.
It's the most dismissive answer.
You!
Finally, at a loss for words, Joanna stalks away. Camille makes no attempt to hide her happiness at the woman's passing. I hope she gets run over by a carriage, madam.
trampled by many horses.
With that, it feels like a great weight has lifted from your shoulders. You did it! You're free! Camille, we're moving to Italy.
Yes, let us go.
France is, of course, still in a state of chaos. Then again, you have a hard time remembering a time when it wasn't. You know, in the back of your mind, that nothing has changed materially. However, you can't help but feel like the dusk air tastes fresher than any other you've ever experienced. From the courthouse steps, you watch the sunset on Paris, and the city feels like an old friend. No longer do you feel like an intruding stranger. In fact, you feel like you could truly belong here if you so chose. You don't have everything you've ever dreamed of, not yet at least. At the same time, you have far more than you started with, and a whole world of possibilities ahead of you. You have your health, your good name, your wits, and of course, your ambition, the desire to make things better for yourself. Looking back, that's gotten you pretty far, hasn't it? Of course, while your own story comes to a close, the stories of others either continue to be written or are tragically cut short. Unable to really convince the jury of your involvement with the Hamburger Society, the court was forced to acquit you due to insufficient evidence. You would have preferred to be found innocent, but the newfound notoriety from the acquittal could be useful. Joanna swore vengeance against you, so you'll have to be careful, as will Armand. Thankfully, this isn't the first time someone has tried to destroy you utterly, so you feel suitably prepared. Elizabeth the Great Painter, haunted by the malaise that sapped her inspiration and stifled her art. With the nobility's victory over the revolutionaries, Paris eventually returned to something resembling normalcy. It still struggles with both her past scandals and a dearth of artistic inspiration.
Yeah.
Let me go! The priest pushed into the clergy against his will, who struggled with a higher calling that pulled against his desire to have the love and happiness afforded to the parishes himself in prayer. Back in Rome, he was happy to watch nobody maintain their grip on power, as it prevented the revolutionaries from bringing more bloodshed to an already troubled country. He spends his days sending petitions urging His Majesty King Louis to use this newfound stability as an opportunity to alleviate the suffering and starvation so rife amongst the common people, but he has yet to receive a reply.
Of course.
The opulent and deep widow, who still grieved openly for her husband Charles, who passed away all those years ago, despite her attempts to urge her aristocrats in the borders to oppose the mobility's strong associates on power wherever possible. The revolution was crushed regardless. A few months later, she was guillotined for the crime of sedation. Oof.
Yeesh.
Oof. Perhaps now she and Charles will finally be reunited.
Ah, take that, bitch!
Oh, fuck, what happened to you? There's also
Beheading.
Antoine, the fiery revolutionary who would stop at nothing to bring liberty to France. Even from the beginning, he burnt
With an ardor.
ardor that threatened to become a raging inferno. When the dream of revolution died, Antoine died with it. Armed guards stormed his modest apartment a few weeks ago. Instead of surrendering to the enemies of the people, he died trying to strangle the first man who attempted to arrest him.
Sounds about
Yeah, we
right.
saw that coming. Yeah.
Good for you, buddy. I hope you put that stiletto to use. Pierre, of course, survived the upheaval because men like him have always been well equipped to survive anything that fortune might throw their way. Honest men may find themselves ill-prepared in times of unease, but dishonest ones are quite used to facing danger at every turn. Of course, that's usually because their dangers entirely of their own creation.
Yep.
While he may have been seen toasting to the victory of nobility and tradition, he's also been heard grousing to himself about the renewed harsh censorship laws being imposed by the crown. Printing this salacious truth is going to be a lot harder for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Fatima, the enterprising dressmaker who was the font from which much of your elegance flowed, has still managed to keep her shop open. Good for you, gal! After nobody's close call with consequences for their excess, there has been a renewed interest in personal protection. More and more clients have been requesting that Fatima use tightly stitched layers of silk to add armor to their finery. It might even work. At least it's likely to work if the assassin is in question also agrees to use a silk dagger. Regardless, she's happy enough to take their money. And of course, there's Camille, your handmaiden, who has been by your
Indefatigable.
that word. Handmaiden who has been by your side since your first moments in Paris. Camille was overcome with joy to discover that not only did you survive your trial, but that you were intending on staying in Paris. No, bitch, we're going to Rome. We're going to Rome.
But ma'am, it says we stay in Paris.
We're going to Rome. Somebody get the crayons.
Oh, okay, 1 second. Scribble,
You are now the
scribble,
owner.
scribble.
Becky.
Oh, in another turn of fortune, it was discovered that your landlord recently fled Paris in order to avoid prosecution for a staggering list of financial crimes. With no one to claim the building, you're now its de facto owner. So, the grand arc of your story comes to a suitable close, with the sun prevailably setting on this chapter of your life.
You got the ending you wanted.
As the dust settles, you find yourself lovingly entwined with Ludvigo, the priest pushed into the clergy against his will. He who once struggled with a higher calling that pulled against his desire to have the love and happiness afforded to the parishioners that he himself led in prayer. As soon as the opportunity was available, you fled to him in Rome, where he received you with open arms. In the mornings, you strolled together through sun-drenched streets, and at midday, you shelter from the heat together in the hushed reverence of great libraries. He is still a man of cloth, and his vows, of course, still need to be respected, at least in public. At night, the two of you would venture around the sea together, secretly flouting society's rules in a city with enough of its own indiscretions to camouflage your secret trysts. And I was always in Paris. Life goes on.
Paris burns.
The end.
Congratulations,
We can put this
Becky.
to bed. We're done.
We did it.
You
We
did
did it. We did it. It took longer than it should have, but we did it.
We survived.
What time is it?
9 past midnight.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
We need to go to bed.
That's what I said. We
Did
can
you
put this to
enjoy
bed,
this, Becky?
and so should we.
How's your anxiety?
Sounds about right.
Never again.
No, it wasn't that bad, I'm sure. You did fine.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us on this long journey.
It certainly was a long journey.
I'm going to take a break from light
Gonna
novels.
take a
This
nap.
one was not very light.
So, what are we gonna do next, hon?
Dreamlight Valley.
What the hell is Dreamlight Valley?
Guess you'll find out.
Oh no.
Yep.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for watching. See you whatever we decide upon next, and have a lovely life. Goodbye.
See you
Thanks for
later.
joining us.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.